All right, we're trying this again here, but I'm back. Um, yeah, so doing a hangout today, and I'll go for a little bit here, and we'll see who joins up. And right now it is 12:03 p.m. Hey DJ, we got DJ so far. But how's it going, DJ? Doing good. Just hanging out here today, and just sitting back, not doing too much. Um, Pretty soon here, me and my brother we're gonna collaborate and review Cobra Kai season one, and I've already gotten my notes down for that video, so we're probably gonna record that, like I said, very soon here. Hey, Derpy, I think I've ever seen you before here, but welcome uh, to the Hangout. Alter Ego, Bad Boys 4 is still happening. I thought that was on hold because of the Will Smith thing. I mean, is that, for sure happening? Let me look. Yeah, as of a day ago, it said that it's still in development, but because of the Will Smith thing, it's on pause right now. But with the Will Smith thing, like I said, give it a year or two, he'll be back. I mean, they're still gonna. I think they're still gonna make it, but yeah, it may take a year or two before he comes back. Hey, the horror boy, how's it hanging? Doing good, doing good. Just started up this hangout, and yeah, I mean, I don't know who's gonna jump in, but anybody is welcome. I just went fuzzy there for a second, but yeah, yeah, like I said, just hanging back, not doing too much, chatting with you guys, and waiting for someone to come in, whoever that may be. I've told a few people that I was going to do a hangout today, but I didn't want to do one later on in the afternoon because I have to go to work tomorrow, and I didn't want to go so late. So I wanted to, do one here in the middle of the day. Um, yeah, we don't need any more Ghostbusters. That's just me. Uh, Ghostbusters Afterlife. I will say, when I first saw it, I got suckered. I got, I fell for the nostalgia bait, and since then I've soured on it. Like Bill and Ted 3, when I first saw that I liked it, and then I'm like, why did I like it? And I soured on it. Been checking out the X-Men films. It's been a lot of fun going back and watching them again so far. Yeah, the first three, okay, the first one I like. It's a decent movie. X-Men 2, for me, is the best one. Now, like I said, X-Men 3, it has its issues, but I don't hate the film. It's definitely been a while since I've seen it. The First Class, X-Men First Class, I saw it when I saw the film when it came out, but I don't remember much about it. And I did see Days of Future Past, which I don't mind, but I didn't see the new one. I haven't seen any new X-Men movies. I agree with you. I agree with you. No more Ghostbusters, please. Can we stop going back to that well? I will say, the last 10 minutes of Afterlife, I didn't mind, but other than that, I didn't care for the cast. I didn't care for the kids. The original Ghostbusters, Dan Aykroyd's character says some things in the film that are not of his character. That Ray would never say. Um, like Egon can rot in hell. I mean, why would he say that? I mean, but maybe if I ever talk about the film someday, I'll go back. Like I'll go back and you know talk about that more. But I just no more Ghostbusters, please, no more. I've never seen Paul. My favorite Italian film, I don't know if I have a favorite. Uh, I don't know about that. I mean, Paul, I remember the movie, but I don't know if it deserves a ride. Hey, Steven. Uh, yeah, I just kicked off this hangout a few minutes ago. And if you, I'll invite you if you'd like to come in. It's up to you. But in fact, I'll put it right here. The MCU recently, well, Doctor Strange 2, I did see, and there were some decent parts to it, but I have issues with the film. Lately, I just, to be honest with you, I need a break. I mean, comic movies in general, there's been some good ones, but, lately, yeah, I mean, I agree with you, the horror boy. It has a lot of issues. Um, you know, like I like the Batman, and I will be picking up the Blu-ray. But on that same note, I'm kind of getting tired out by the incessant comic book movies. But that's just me. I know that's unpopular because the She-Hulk trailer has got all kinds of views. Grudge movie? I never seen any of the Grudge movies. Exactly. I mean, people like them. That's fine. I mean, again, there's been some good ones, and I can name some good ones, like some good movies that I've enjoyed that have been, entertaining. But I think we need a break. Probably Child's Play 2. I really enjoyed the look in that movie. It kind of reminds me of the slasher craze in the 80s where there was so many being made. Exactly. And I think at some point, I mean, they can say they have plans until 2032, whatever year they said, but at what point, you know, do you hit a wall and people are just going to get tired of it? Just like, as much as I hate to say it, and I do like some Western movies, but look at that genre. The Westerns, we may get one once in a while, but it's not like it was. It's not like how it used to be. Like even back in, the early 90s, when you had movies like Unforgiven that get all these awards, Tombstone, which is a great movie. Nowadays, you might get a Western, but people just don't, people are just so indifferent about them. I like Westerns, but that's, kind of, where I see comic book movies going, the way of the Westerns. That, at some point, people are just going to get tired of them. And again, I'm not saying that to say that Westerns can't still work or whatever, but I just think that it's a lot of oversaturation. A Cats and Dogs TV show, I don't know about that. Yeah, if it's not going to the theater, it's again, it's for Disney Plus and the She-Hulk trailer and all this stuff because we have to fill it up with content and it's about quantity, not quality. All right, Steve. Ooh, So waiting on Steven right now. On a side note, next weekend I'll be going to a convention, and I've ordered a shirt. I've ordered a shirt, and it probably will come in today at some point, maybe even during the stream here. So maybe in a little bit here I'll go check out side and see if I got my shirt, and then we'll maybe do an unboxing during the hangout, which will be cool. So yeah, I did ordered a shirt for the convention, and when I looked at the tracking number, it's around, it's in town. So who's going to be at the con? A few names, nobody too big, but Daniel Harris is going to be there. Scout Taylor Compton from the Halloween remake. William Forsythe is going to be there. He was the bad guy now for Justice with Steven Seagal. Stephen Williams, who was Mr. X in the X Files. I believe that's him. Yeah, he played X on the X Files. Clint Howard, yeah, Ron Howard's brother. He's going to be there. Chris Mulkey, he's an actor that's been in a lot of movies. I believe Felicia Rose, Tom Savini, DJ Qualls. Again, it's a decent convention. It's not like a big one. It's not a big convention, but I'll meet a couple of people. Yeah, I went to a convention back in 2014, and yeah, Hulk Hogan was right there, like on a little podium on a table, signing pictures, and I stood about 7-8 feet from him. But even then, this is back in 2014. It costed a lot to get a autograph. I think he wanted like $100 for an autograph. And I'm like, I'm good. So I met Roddy Piper instead. And that's the same convention that I met Henry Winkler, Roddy Piper, John Schneider from Smallville. Who else? Tom Atkins. He was one of the first people that I met there. Heather Langenkamp. Again, this is, that was my first convention. That was back in 2014. But that was fun. That was fun. And yeah, so I'm going to a convention next Saturday. And then I'm trying to go to one in July. And there's going to be quite a few people there that I like to meet. And that's going to be a big one in Raleigh. So that's my plan. Yeah, George Romero, I never met. Yeah, Seth MacFarlane. But yeah, I mean, as far as what's coming up on the channel, so again, Cobra Kai season 1 review. Me and my brother, we're going to record that probably tomorrow night or Monday night. And Spider-Man Homecoming, we're going to review together. And I have to watch that film again, write notes. I have to do a request for Wild Man Beyond, which was a paid request. And I'm going to finish those videos, and then I'll get back to more random content. What's the funnest theater experience I've ever had? Actually, going to the retro theater in Durham. Yeah, there's like a retro theater about an hour away from me. And one time I went to go see Jaws, which was great because, actually, I will say the Back to the Future trilogy, which was before that. But me and my brother, we went to Raleigh to go see the Back to the Future trilogy on the big screen. And yeah, everybody stayed, through each movie. And like after every movie, there was like, a 15-minute break. Um, but that was a lot of fun because there was people in the crowd that was dressed as Martin McFly. Everybody was into it. Everybody applauded after every movie. And yeah, like it started at like 7 o'clock at night, and we didn't get home till like 2 o'clock in the morning. So I would say that's the funnest theater experience, was seeing the Back to the Future trilogy on the big screen. So yeah, that was back in 2015. Disappointing. Um, hmm. Maybe the one in 2015. I mean, that's the one that I where I met Sean Astin. That he was cool. I just went in to get a photo op. But that was also the same convention that I met JDF, Jason David Frank, which was not at the time. I'm like, hey, get to meet Tommy. But then I extended my hand for a handshake after the photo op, and got the snub. So I'm like, so maybe that. Now that con, I also met Kevin Sorbo, which is cool. Hercules. I didn't meet him, but again, that's the same convention that I met JDF, and uh, so yeah, I just maybe that I could say that. But at that same convention, I haven't been to in like 2 years. The last time I went was back in 2019, and that's where I met Tim Curry, Richard D. Anderson. But uh, yeah, that the one in 2015, yeah, I didn't like that one. But you're Steven. Hey man,
Hey, bud, what's up?
not much. Can you hear me all right? I think your mic is off. Marmaduke ride?
Yeah, my computer does not have an external webcam.
Oh, it doesn't?
Yeah, so I have to buy like maybe an attachment for that.
Oh wow. So what have you been up to?
Nothing much. I saw Everything Everywhere All at Once in theaters yesterday. That was really good.
Oh really? Wow.
It,
Yeah, I'm
it
still to see
was
that.
it was good, but I mean, it was a little bit too much absurdist comedy. If you know what I mean. It's kind of
Yeah.
like, yeah. I mean, A24 did it. Sometimes I like their stuff, sometimes I don't. They're very iffy with me. Um some PC sort of messagery in there, but other than that, it's a really great movie. It's just a little bit weird. But again, there is some really bad cringe humor, but I absolutely loved it otherwise.
How was
Hmm.
Ki Kwan in the movie Short Round?
Oh, yeah. He was very good. I didn't know that was him until I actually looked at the cast. I'm like, oh shit, Short Round's in this. He was really good. So was Michelle Yeoh. Um, but he started off very nervous. It's kind of crazy to me, and I'm not shitting on the guy, but how high pitched his voice still is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Wildman
Hey, and then we
Neon.
got Wild Man. What's up, dude?
Yeah.
But he was good.
Let me know if you want to come in,
Jamie Lee
Wildman.
Curtis was good, but I've got my opinions about her. Of course, as a person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But
you said your new laptop does it have a webcam or something?
I don't think it has like a webcam with it. So I just got this thing like a few days ago. So I have to like maybe buy like maybe an external webcam and just attach it. Probably like maybe $20 or so.
Yeah. Like this webcam right here, I've had it for a little bit. This is
Yeah.
Logitech. But I got your comment, Wildman. I'm getting ready to shoot you a link here.
Yeah.
So
But other than that, I've been doing good. I will get one in time for the commentary that we're planning on doing. Don't
oh
worry about
yes.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that should be pretty good. But this thing is pretty good. This new laptop, it's an Asus Tough.
Asus.
Yeah, Asus. They're the best in my opinion. Um, Especially since I got this thing for like $1,100, which is
That ain't
pretty
bad at
good.
all.
Not bad at all.
That's top of the line.
And again, sorry if you guys can't see me. I haven't properly installed a webcam, nor have I actually bought one yet. So I will be in the process of that. So next time, you guys will be able to see me.
You're fine, man. Yeah, I'm just singing an
Yeah.
invite. Wow, man, I gotta like shoot it to myself so I can copy
Right.
and paste it to his messenger.
I'm doing good, Common Rider, and I'm doing good,
Oh, yeah.
Alter DJ. You know,
Those
just
are-
living life. Yeah, I can't pay my bills. Wham! Yeah, fuck
Yeah, man.
Ezra Miller. It's
Yeah.
Miller time. Tom Atkins, man. If he was, I'm surprised Tom Atkins hasn't. I wish he would have said something about that just to make a joke about it. That would have been funny.
Yeah, where's Tom Atkins at?
Yeah, where's Tom Atkins, Matt? That's the real Miller I want to talk about.
Yeah, I want to meet him. I was just talking about Tom Atkins a minute ago. I met him once in 2014, but after that, like I haven't had a chance to meet him again.
Would you say that he was a nice guy?
Yeah, he was like the first guy that we met. Like, because that year, my dad took me, and like we went. Like the first guy that we met was Tom Atkins, and he knew who he was, but
right.
But I think the picture was free. He didn't charge us for anything.
Wow, he didn't really? Not for autographs or anything like that?
I mean, other people he did, but I guess maybe because we were some of the first ones to get in there.
Right.
Maybe. But hey, wow, man.
Greetings, salutations, gentlemen. How you feeling?
We're doing very good. How is Mars, my friend?
Yeah.
Life on Mars is crystals right now, like the rocks, like the red rocks on the ground.
Oh God!
I bet you that it's better than the nonsense going on here right now.
Absolutely, yes indeed, yes indeed.
Aren't you glad you don't have Amber Heard up there on
Mars?
I
bet she better not. She better not. I got one of those green chicks from Star Trek. They're better.
Nice.
What about the alien with the 3 tits? Got her too?
She's here.
You make sure she doesn't shit in your bed, wow, man.
Oh, she's cool. She's cool. Way better than Amber. I'll tell you that fucking much.
Yeah. And now she's being caught in the lies. So funny.
Oh yeah, she's done. She's done. Everybody knows she's done. Everybody knows.
But look at this question here.
Let me see. Roundhouse kick, Superman punch, forced to listen to the Gummy Bear song, Alec Baldwin, Will Smith, Ezra Miller. Will Smith can listen to Will Smith can listen to the Gummy Bear song.
What is the Gummy Bear song?
Baldwin can get roundhoused, and Miller can get punched by Superman. Fitting since, a DC character punching a quote-unquote other DC character.
For me, I would Superman punch Alec Baldwin. I would roundhouse kick Ezra Miller. And I would definitely, and Will Smith is a big baby, so I would definitely have him listen to the Gummy Bear song.
What's the Gummy Bear song though? Because
I'm a gummy bear. I'm a gummy. That's how it goes.
It kind of sounds like the Barbie girl. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
Speaking of Barbie, apparently Margot Robbie's becoming.
I heard about that. She can pull it off. She kind of looks fits the part. She looks like it.
Well, she does, but how good can we really expect a Barbie movie to be? Like, let's be real here, guys.
Who's directing it too?
Huh?
I wonder who's directing.
There are a lot of actresses who are blonde that can take that can do Barbie, because Barbie is have multiple faces. No, it doesn't matter.
That is true.
Any blonde actress.
Oh God!
Like anybody can be Barbie. That's her appeal.
I know who's doing it. Greta Gerwig.
Yeah, I don't know much about her.
Who is that?
She did like Lady Bird and Little Women. So, I mean, it might be really good, or it might be very, very pro, like, I don't know, feminist kind of thing.
I hope not.
I really, really do not hope not either. Hold on one quick second.
Okay, I'm looking at her. Yeah, directing credits. Lady Bird, Little Women in 2019. That's pretty much it.
It was cool that they had Barbie in Toy Story 3 when Michael Keaton played Ken. And what was cool about her being it is that she was voiced by the same actress who did Ariel in The Little Mermaid.
Oh, yeah. By the way, Scotty is Okay, I've sent you a link, Scotty, through
Scotty!
email. Oh God, our Trigo. Making us talk.
Amber Heard, Don Fettuccini, and Victor Salva. Okay, so
Hey, Matt Thomas is here too, so I'll send you a link.
My main man. Yes, and finally.
Let me see here. I get the link.
Hey, next
you
week
come in,
is the
Matt.
final countdown to Top Gun Maverick. Who's ready to feel the need for speed?
I'm curious about it. I'm curious about Top Gun Maverick. I've heard good things, but I mean, only time will tell. Well, I mean, I think it just came out, or I could be wrong on the release date.
I still have to watch Top Gun. Wow, man, I know
Top
that's
Gun's really good. Top
After
Gun was
all
a
these years,
recent
you've never
watch
seen
for me.
it.
I want to say like a few months ago. I really enjoyed it.
I got it on Blu-ray.
Yeah, it's a really good movie.
Awesome. That was the first movie I saw in the theater. That was the first movie I ever saw in the theater.
How old were you?
I was 4.
But
I do remember going to see it. My parents took me to see it.
I didn't know they had drive-ins on Mars.
Oh, they got some stuff. Trust me, we got some
man. How
stuff
you
up
doing,
here.
dude? Where are you at?
That work.
Oh, look at you,
Wow.
man!
Yeah,
You look
yeah,
great.
yeah.
You shaved and everything. Look at you.
I know.
How are you able to get away with that?
Dave, I dig it, Matt.
I haven't. You'll hear it when
you are looking great, man.
Oh, thank you,
Man. Yeah. So now we're waiting for Scotty to get in here.
But I'm going to tell you one thing that really bugs me. The only thing that bugs me about Top Gun Maverick is you bring back Kenny Loggins for Danger Zone, but you can't bring back Berlin with Take My Breath Away.
Yeah, what is up with that?
You had to put in Lady Gaga of all the people. The song sounds great, but it doesn't fit when it comes to the romance of Top Gun.
Yeah,
I
how
go on videos on YouTube, and they add the song with scenes with him and Jennifer Connelly, and it sounds 10 times fucking better. You go from Take My Breath Away to fucking Lady Gaga.
I have a theory. Maybe because they know how much you love Skyfall, wow, man. That they want to get Lady Gaga.
Oh, wow, man. I forgot to tell you. Dale Craig will be showing up at your house in about 2 hours, ready to sign all your James Bond posters.
Oh, God, please.
Yeah.
He better think twice. Before he comes up here on Mars. He better think it fucking twice. But yeah, man, you come on. Yeah, I know you don't have those other classic songs from Top Gun, but the 2 top songs, Danger Zone and Take My Breath Away, those are very important to the franchise. You can't have romance in Top Gun without Take My Breath Away. It would be cool if you had Lady Gaga do a cover of the song. I wouldn't have a problem with that. But a different song, it doesn't sound right. I'm sorry. Come on now.
I like Lady Gaga, but I mean, but I'd rather the original Top Gun hit songs for the movie, like Take My Breath Away and Danger Zone.
Yeah, Danger Zone is back. They bring back Kenny Loggins, but you can't bring back Berlin. Yeah, I know you can't bring back those other songs from, but Take My Breath Away is up there with Danger Zone. Come on, you can't have a romance in Top Gun without that Take My Breath Away. I think about it. Like I said before, I've been going on YouTube. I've been seeing other people add that song with the scene with him and Jennifer Connelly, and they sound much better than that other fucking song with Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga, of all fucking people, I wouldn't have a problem with her doing a cover, but a different.
She just doesn't match.
Song.
I like Lady Gaga.
Come on now.
Oh, man's going ham tonight or today. Hey, Scotty.
Scotty.
What's going on, everyone?
Hey, Scotty.
Much.
Wait, yeah, Common Rider. I did hear about Fabio's
my logo there, if you haven't noticed.
That's a cool logo.
Oh, nice.
I like it. I dig it. It's very synth wavy.
So Scotty, have you been listening to my complaint about the whole Top Gun thing about putting Take My Breath Away in it?
I did.
Sign the petition. Please take my breath away. One more time.
Yeah.
They can bring back Berlin. They bring back Kenny Loggins, but you can't bring back Berlin. What is Berlin doing? Yeah, they're still touring. Give them a fucking break. You bring back Kenny Loggins' Danger Zone, but not Take My Breath Away. Get the fuck out of here. Lady Gaga.
I do agree, though, that those songs should be in the movie. I am with you on that.
Yeah.
But I forget who's directing Maverick.
It's the guy. I think he's the guy who directed Jack Reacher and Mission Impossible Fallout. I think it's Chris.
Oh yeah, and he also directed Tron Legacy and Oblivion.
Right. Oblivion,
He's
I
good friends
didn't
with
mind.
Tom Cruise.
Oblivion was an interesting movie, and Tron Legacy, I love Tron, but there were
I
some
love
parts in that movie that didn't fit. It didn't fit. They were trying to make it too much
Well,
like Star Wars.
I've never seen the original Tron, but I enjoy
Oh
Legacy.
my god! Oh my god!
I know.
Got them both on Blu-ray.
I got Tron on DVD somewhere.
Well,
I watched
wanna
Rocky the other day. I don't know about this new Rocky.
The new
Like-
Rocky.
Yeah,
What do you
like
mean?
I-
Rocky?
they're
I
doing a new
like it, but
Rocky?
I don't like it. Like I didn't like the beginning at all. Like
They're doing a
fucked
new.
up the
Wait.
beginning.
They're doing a new Rocky.
The director's cut.
Oh,
Rocky 4.
Yeah, I understand. I saw the video where Sly was explaining the story and why he didn't put Sly. Some things are better off the way they are. You don't have to change it. It was better off the way it was.
I like
understand.
Rocky
I
IV
understand
the
what
way
you were
it is.
trying to say in the video, but come on, Sly. Some things aren't perfect, man. It's better off the way it was.
But I mean, Rocky 4 is really good the way it is, honestly.
Oh, I gotta go.
Okay, man.
Oh man,
I'll see that.
I'll see you
He
later.
won-
Okay.
He
All
won
right.
by TKO.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he TKO Drago in this version.
Oh, wow.
He just knocked him out. Gone.
Yeah, but
All
I'll
right.
be on for a while if you ever come back.
All right, I'll try.
All right, man.
All right, later, guys.
Later.
Later.
Ciao.
All right.
Well, I was gonna say there was probably certain parts I didn't mind in the. I haven't fully watched the director's cut of Rocky 4, but I did like how they add that one actor back in that you actually saw in the trailer, but he was not in the theatrical cut. It's Alan something. Alan Rich, I think is his name. He was in. I know he was in Disclosure and Highlander 2 as McCloud's like good friend or something.
But did they take anything out of the Rocky 4 director's cut?
I think it was added, right?
Well, I do like how they do kind of expand on Drago's story a little bit. Which is
I did like how Sly explained that Apollo gave more of a fight instead of being slaughtered because it showed Apollo he still had a chance with Drago. I like that part.
But
Oh, yeah,
here's what I don't get.
That's cool.
We get a director's cut for Rocky 4, but I heard there's a lot of shit that was cut out of Rocky 5. Why didn't we see a director's cut?
I'm gonna be
of
honest.
that?
I never had a problem with Rocky 5.
Same
Rocky
here.
5
I
is
never
kinda
liked it.
underrated.
I
I
have
never
a
had a problem
pretty
with
big
it.
problem with Rocky 5.
I never had a problem with it. Yeah, I had a problem that he went back to the streets, but it was kind of cool because he went back to his roots. But still,
Yeah, but
that movie's
quickly?
underrated. That movie's underrated. I don't care what anybody says. And you know, it has a very underrated soundtrack as well.
Yeah, it was
The
good to
Measure
see
of a Man.
Hunt to return, and I still would rather watch Rocky 5 than the first Creed movie.
Absolutely,
too, yeah.
absolutely.
I'm going to disagree on that just a little bit, but that's just my opinion. Yeah.
Hey, besides me and John, who saw the teaser for Cobra Kai season 5?
I saw it.
How'd you like it?
Oh, it was fine. I like how he was playing with fire, and he's like, and Chosen's like, I am gasoline.
That made the season. Chosen. You know that after that scene, Chosen's going to steal the show this season because you actually have the two villains from separate movies together, Terry Silver and Chosen. Imagine if Kreese was in there.
But he's
I'm
still
sure
in
Chris will
jail.
be in there, but probably
Yeah,
not
but
in
still,
there.
imagine that. Imagine if you had that scene with Terry Silver, Chosen, and Kreese, and they're saying their lines, and Chosen comes up and says, "And I am gasoline." It would have been epic, man. I mean, that scene made the season. It's not even out yet. Chosen's going to steal the show.
Has Steven seen any of the Cobra Kai series?
Well, that's actually an interesting question because I haven't even seen the original Karate Kid, so there you go. Yeah. No.
Here's a
So
comment.
So for me, I haven't seen the original Karate Kid. I really want to. So once I get through probably the first 4.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to see if I can do more videos. I'm still trying to get my shit. See, things are good. I'm just trying to build my see what content I can put. Yeah, I'll definitely be back and do more videos. I really miss doing video. I'm definitely coming back and doing that. But thank
Did
you.
you do
Carl.
like movie reviews and stuff? I've only ever glimpsed
I
at your channel.
need to do more movie reviews. I would like to do like live reviews, like live discussions on with you guys. Maybe I want to do something do something different than the
That'd be
regular
pretty
reviews and stuff, like something live movie reviews and stuff like that.
We should plan that.
Yeah,
Definitely. I'll let you guys know. And then we'll definitely do it.
Go hit the hard boy. Well, okay. We'll go one at a time, but.
Oh God, John Landis is gonna get it from me. Okay, so, boy, Feed to the Blob. Let me see real quick. Let me think. God.
I'm gonna guess it's John Landis. Yeah.
Throw into a ring of fire.
I'm not sure who you mean. Oh, John Moore from Die Hard 5, the director of Die
Yeah.
Hard 5. Is that who you're referring to?
Yeah.
Okay, so I would have the Sheik kick him in the face, even though I'm not familiar with wrestlers. Throw into the ring of fire. Probably Woody Allen. And John Landis I'd feed to the Blob any day. John Landis can get destroyed by the Blob. But not the 50s Blob, the 1988 Blob. Because that motherfucker will melt him from the inside and devour him.
Yeah, like that scene in the phone booth.
No, but you know what's crazy about the Blob?
Yeah,
That
exactly.
shit. That scene where that kid in the sewer is like crying out, he's being devoured. That was brutal.
That one, yeah, it was because it was ballsy because you don't expect a lot of kids to get killed. That was another thing about the movie. It's ballsy.
Not just that; it's the fact that they showed it in gruesome detail. Like, damn. But yeah, no, that was a very ballsy scene.
And speaking of that movie, I booked Shawnee Smith on Cameo. She was cool. She was really cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, really? She was also in some of the Saw films. She was a nice lady.
She was. And in the first movie, the first movie I saw her in was Who's Harry Crumb with John Candy.
Yep.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I hear that's a pretty funny comedy.
It's a very underrated John Candy comedy because he plays a detective. Yeah, and Shawnee Smith was kind of like his partner a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Shawnee Smith had some good memories of him. He was a really cool, down to earth guy. You know, she had some great memories with him.
Oh, you got your cameo back from her?
Yeah, I have the video. Yes.
Oh, you have to send it to me. Yeah, I'd like to see
I will do that. Rocky 5 is underrated. It has some problems, but I never had. What was cool about Rocky 5? It was different. He fights instead of the ring, he fights in the street. That was like going back to his roots because he started out as a street fighter.
At least
you could tell that the creators of Cobra Kai took note from that because instead of fighting in the tournament all the time, you could fight in the street. Because I remember me and John, if we kind of predicted Cobra Kai, if they did another Karate Kid, I want to see them fight out in the street, and we're kind of getting it with Cobra Kai now.
Well, here's a follow up to that question.
For me, I think Rocky 5 can be improved by getting rid of Tommy the Machine Gun. I think maybe it not being set too much in the street because I don't think the idea of Rocky being set all the way back and losing all his money at once like that makes too much sense to me.
Yeah, because he could have used some of that money to buy Mickey's gym, and of course, like he made a restaurant. He could have took some of that money he had and used it. That would have been good for Rocky 5. If he created Adrian's the restaurant and bought Mickey's gym, he at least he had some money that he could use to buy some stuff. You know.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Like he could have used some of that money because he must have had some leftover money to buy some property and at least build his way back up. And another thing, maybe instead of him being sent back to the slums, he raises up Tommy, and instead of being sent back to where he was in Philly, he goes there like on tour and he books him for wrestling matches there instead of just like he's forced to live there. Yeah, I think that would have been better because then he could have faced his roots while also bringing up this new boxer. I also think maybe you should have casted a different actor to play Tommy because I just didn't think he was that good. I did
he's related to John Wayne. Did you know that he was related to John Wayne? That's why he was called.
Wait, seriously?
He was related to John Wayne. His great grandson. He's related to John Wayne. Yeah, that's why his nickname was the Duke because he was related to John Wayne. John Wayne was like his great grandfather or something.
That is insane. That is crazy.
But you know what really bothered me after Rocky 5? They completely forgot the whole brain damage thing. I know they said that it can be treatable, that can be reversible, but it disappeared. But I kind of see because they said he explained that it was reversible or something.
Did you think that they needed to go there though with the brain damage?
No, he's Rocky, man.
Yeah,
no way.
But what about the whole idea where his tax attorney kind of fucked him over? Did we really?
Yeah, that was interesting. But you know what? If he lost his money, they would hire him to do commercials again. If he, a lot of retired celebrities, they do commercials. He would have gained back money doing commercials. I bet you that's why he got the money to build that restaurant because he was doing commercials and shit.
They said this is Kenny, Mr. Carr.
Basically, was saying that he regrets having something to do with the with Effrey leaving YouTube. I don't know about that whole situation. I know that Effrey was left, but yeah.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I haven't spoken to him in years.
Who?
Effrey.
He used to interact a
I've
lot
heard
with
of
Matt and Mike OCP back in the day.
Yeah, I've heard of him. I just don't know if he made.
Yeah, he was a
videos
cool
or
guy.
not.
He was really cool guy. Really cool guy.
Chronicle, I haven't seen.
I have
I
seen,
like
I've seen it.
Chronicle is a very good movie. One of the best.
Yeah,
Chronicle
and that's what introduced me to Michael B. Jordan. Speaking of Rocky and Creed.
Yeah, and
But-
of course, what's his face? Josh Trank.
Yeah, he did a way better job with Chronicle than with Fan Four Stick. Like Chronicle is a million times better.
Is
in my
he the
opinion,
one who
than
played
Fan Four
Green
Stick.
Goblin in Amazing Spider-Man 2?
Yeah, Dane DeHaan was
Yeah,
the main
Dane
character
DeHaan,
in
yeah.
Chronicle. Yeah, he was the Green
He's a
Goblin
good
in Amazing
actor.
Spider-Man 2. I think he's underrated, honestly.
Yes, he certainly is. He definitely is the one that really was the stole that movie. Honestly, I think.
I
You
think
identified
that
with him.
he should have been like up there with Andrew Garfield in terms of just like keep getting movie
Yeah.
roles and stuff like that.
And I
really-
keep hearing that Andrew Garfield stole the show in Spider-Man No Way Home because in the beginning they hate him as Spider-Man, but when he came back for No Way Home, people praised him as crazy. He was like their favorite Spider-Man again. He stole the show. He was like the Spider-Man who stole the show from all three of them.
Mhm.
I would
should've got
say
more
so.
screen
Especially the scene where he saves MJ because
Yeah,
he couldn't
yeah.
save Gwen Stacy. Everybody went nuts over that scene when he saved her. That was
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's kind of
Gave
like
him
a
some
full
little
circle effect
redemption
for his
for
character.
his character.
yeah, it worked. And I like the fact that he was kind of like the out of the three, he was kind of like the comic relief. Like he didn't know. He had awkward side to him with all three of them because he was like
Yeah.
the more awkward guy. It's like he kept saying, "Is that a band? You were in a band?" He was more the comic relief, the awkward
Like the
comic relief
Avengers,
out
is
of the
that
three
a
of them.
band?
Yeah,
That
they should have
was- that
done the
was
film
fun.
more.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
What did you think?
I
What did you think of
kinda
Tobey
struck
Maguire
him in the
returning?
third
What did you think of
act
Tobey
and not
Maguire
earlier.
returning?
Well, it was
I
good
thought-
to see him return. I would say.
I think
wish
he
would've
redeemed
done a
himself
little
very
more.
well. I think he redeemed himself this time around.
Yeah,
And I guess in a way he does acknowledge that him and MJ are still together despite it being it's work.
It would have been awesome if we saw Kristen Dunst back do just one scene in that movie. Just coming back as Mary Jane, just like some scene,
Yeah,
just a
'cause
glimpse of
what?
her.
Like, I'm not trying to.
probably
Like,
didn't
yeah,
work
because
out
what
the
is
money.
Kristen Dunst doing right now? That isn't. That
She's
is. That
she's
is more
doing
important
she's
than
doing one of
Spider-Man.
those artsy fartsy type movies. No offense to those movies, but come on.
So wasn't
Well,
she on a TV show for Showtime or
Well,
something?
you know what? To be fair with Kristen Dunst, I think she's kind of done with the artsy fartsy stuff because
yeah, she did a.
I
Western.
remember there was a movie called Melancholia, and she did not like working with the director at all.
She did a.
I think his name was Lars von Trier. He like
Wait,
hated
John.
him
What you
because-
said? What you said she's doing?
Oh,
What you
I'm
said-
sorry. Yeah, she did a movie recently. I didn't see it, but the trailer. It was some kind of Western movie with Benedict Cumberbatch. in
Yeah,
it.
that one. I think it was
The
nominated.
Power of Dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was nominated at the Oscars this year.
It looks good, but also looks very Oscar baity. So I don't know if I'm
Yeah.
gonna see it.
Speaking of which, I did see the new Doctor Strange film.
It was good. Yeah, it had some problems. I
liked
understand
it.
people's problems with it, but
Yeah,
I had fun. It was better than the first one. I had fun. What was
Really?
cool
Well, the
about
first
it?
one's very meh, so the second one was definitely more of an improvement.
What was cool about it is that it felt like more of a mystic fantasy adventure instead of just a superhero movie. It was kind of cool to break that they brought back.
The
Rachel
only
it was cool they
thing
brought back
I
Rachel
thought-
McAdams. It was good to see her again.
What you guys think of the cameos?
The only thing that I thought was kind of like a meh addition was I didn't think Chavez was really that memorable of a character.
And of
Yeah,
course,
it was kinda
just
okay to
like
me.
everyone else, I got a kick out of the Reed Richards cameo, and of course, Professor X from the
Oh my God,
the
that was
actual
sick.
X-Men. The actual X-Men. You hear a little bit of that theme song from the
Yeah,
cartoon.
you heard
Oh
the
my
'90s.
God.
Yeah, it's
That
But I
tells
hate
you they're gonna go with that X-Men. They're gonna go. They're gonna do
But-
something. They're gonna give us the real X-Men movie. You could tell that they put that in because of that.
But I hated Reed Richards got turned into string cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
no,
wish
but
Reed
that- but
Richards
that-
would put a better the fight. And to be honest, I felt like some of the story, some of the parts could have been written better. And not only that, I felt like what's his face, Mordo. How do you pronounce his name? He wasn't in there for
He
very
could've had-
long.
he
I felt like
could've-
his character. I felt like his character was written kind of stupidly. Honestly, looking back.
I
Something
wouldn't
about-
say stupidly. I just don't think it was written in the way that I would have liked it. I kind of wish that they would have stuck to like the 616 version of Mordo and not this alternate universe of Mordo, and instead just gone with that. Also, What I did dig though is Zombie Strange.
Yeah, that was.
I
definitely
gotta
based
take
on
that
Sam Raimi.
because that was something Evil Dead because Sam Raimi directed. Sam Raimi was perfect to direct this. He was perfect.
Oh no,
to
yeah,
do it.
absolutely.
Yeah,
What do you think of him? What do you think
mannerisms.
of him? What do you think of him coming back to bring back Darkman? Did you hear about that?
Yeah, apparently
I
that's,
want to see
they're talking
Darkman.
about it.
I love
can you get
Darkman,
Liam Neeson
and
back?
I want to see Liam Neeson come back. If he's going to quit action movies, that's a perfect. That's a perfect.
That'd be a perfect time for Liam Neeson. Maybe that could be his final action role for good.
Yeah. If Sam Raimi does it,
Well,
if
Liam Neeson keeps
involved,
saying that he's done with action movies, and he keeps coming out with a new one.
It's
the guy
fucking
needs to make
Hollywood.
his
They
mind.
always say that shit just to get people in the seats. It's Hollywood, man. They always say that shit.
Yeah,
That's true. Like this is like their swan song, but then it
look
isn't.
at Natalie Portman. She's coming back for the new Thor. She said she wasn't coming back, and look where she is now. Wait, are you up? You guys up for that one?
yeah,
maybe.
And different.
It depends. It really depends. I think that there's some cool visuals, but I wasn't in love with Ragnarok like everyone else.
I got a kick out of Dark World. I don't care what anybody says. It's very underrated.
I think Dark World's just okay,
especially the
but
final fight at the scene, at the last fight at the end. I really
like
that was pretty cool.
I like Ragnarok more, but this comment here, concussion, that was such a collateral beauty.
And I hate to break it to everyone, but like the movie that he made, King Richard, that was also very Oscar baity. That's a very average movie as well. Unfortunately, as actors
we all know what happened. We all know what happened.
Well, I'm not even talking about the slap. I'm not even talking about the slap.
Keep my
name.
Don't mention her name, wild man.
Yeah.
Be careful.
And then she threw him under the bus. So it's like, why'd you even do it, Will?
You should have just gotten angry and lashed out instead of slapping. That might have reduced the heat on you for Farks.
He should. You know what? He should have won for Ali. That's where he should. He brought Muhammad Ali to life. He should have won for that. He nailed Muhammad Ali. He should have won for that.
Yeah.
But let me guys ask you a question. Like, do you think that, like, why would he slap him just for a comment? Like, that basically destroyed his career, pretty much.
Yeah, because probably Jada was looking at him off camera saying, giving that look like, you want me to cheat again? And
you know what?
That whole thing was all on her. Right? It's all her fault.
But you know what's even more messed up? Jada recently threw him under the bus.
No surprise.
She said, "I don't approve of his actions." Blah blah blah. Even though she kind of, pretty much, almost cuckolded him into doing it. So
pretty much.
Yeah.
You know what? He should have stayed with Margot Robbie. They had some good crims. He should have stayed with her.
I wish Will would snap out of his simp mode and just realize what a fucking narcissist abuser Jada is. Her and Amber Heard might be perfect for each other.
Absolutely, I was saying to say they can eat each other's bushes in prison.
Yeah, Jada Pinkett Turd. Yeah,
exactly.
The bush and the turd has the Jada. What's it? Jada and the turd. That would be
Pinkett and the turd. Pinkett and the turd.
Pinkett and the turd. I like
it. Pinkett and the turd. That's pretty good.
That's a good beat to it.
They should make a buddy cop movie called Pinkett and the Turd, the Baldy and the Whiny.
That's a good fucking idea.
The Baldy and the Whiny.
I try to come with the
Baldy and the Whiny.
Yeah. Fuck both of them.
Some names here for that idea. You just got me thinking, Steven.
Oh my god! Like actually,
with Amber Heard and Jada Pinkett Smith. Lethal Turd.
So Amber Heard is like that. It's going to be like similar to the plot of 48 Hours. Amber
Heard.
It's
going to be Jada and the Turd.
Kind of like that ex-con that the Nick Nolte, Jada Pinkett Smith, who has mind powers that turns men into simps, uses her to help her catch down the killer.
Yeah,
that'd be funny.
Weekend Warriors.
Absolutely.
Weekend Warriors. What? I've never heard of that.
I never heard of it.
Are you talking about the Warriors?
You know the term Weekend Warriors is National Guard, right? That's also the line they used in First Blood.
Yeah.
I
never heard of the movie.
I think that's a story about National Guardsmen. I never heard of it either.
I just looked it up. It's like it came out last year. No one I know is in it, but It's on Tubi. Never heard of it. Seems interesting. Is it good? Comment or let us
you know that miniseries that I
Beverly Hills Cop 4? I think it is happening. You guys still there? Wild Man? I think we may have lost
Wild Man? Oh no.
I'm
Pinky
still
and the
here.
Turd got him.
I'm here. I'm back.
Okay.
I just wanted to tell you guys that miniseries I did with Elizabeth Moss, Shining Girls, is on Apple TV now. You can see a little glimpse of me. There's a scene where they're looking at the murder photos, and you can see me as a police officer pointing out the murders.
Which one? Which
Shining Girls is on Apple TV.
Shining Girls, okay.
Yeah, that's where I met Elizabeth Moss.
Was she cool?
I'm sorry?
Was Elizabeth Moss cool?
Oh yeah, absolutely. She's, like I said, she's kind of a dork in real life. She's known playing these serious roles, but she's kind of a laid back dork. She was cool.
DJ is asking how's Wild Man doing.
I'm doing great, DJ. How are you? Good.
He's currently on Mars right now. So,
yes, I am.
He's experiencing the sweet life.
Yes, I am.
Mars.
Life is good.
Yeah, but
are you going to meet Quaid on Mars, and he's going to tell you?
Did you ask to Mars?
Did you ask to Mars?
What if Ezra Miller stopped by Mars?
He better fucking not. I have my life. Because I have my fucking lightsaber. I'll cut his dick off.
What
if he even has one?
What dick?
Even if Amber Heard shows up, I'll trim her bush off for sure.
Lol.
I was gonna say I know who can join the Pinka and the turd. That would be Queen Latifah from The Equalizer. That'd be perfect.
Oh my god!
What's
the funny part? You know what's the funny part? Someone at Hollywood is listening to these, and they're making this miniseries as we speak.
Yeah,
I don't want Beverly Hills Cop 4 on Netflix. I don't want Beverly Hills Cop 4 on Netflix. I don't want no Coming to America 2. I still have hope for Beverly Hills Cop 4.
I still haven't seen Captain America Coming to America 2. Was it really that bad?
It had moments. But Beverly Hills Cop 4, that's a whole different story. Don't put it on Netflix. Put it on the big screen. Eddie Murphy, this is your last chance to redeem yourself. Please give us the Axel Foley we remember. Don't let us down with Beverly Hills Cop 4. Please.
What was Steven saying before that?
Me?
Yeah, you were saying something.
Oh, yeah. I was basically saying, for that movie, The Pinky and the Turd?
Yeah.
Someone out there is going to make that movie.
Yeah, we're giving them ideas. Like, we're just throwing out these...
we're giving them ideas. That's a shit. It's the funny part, but it's the shitty part.
But what's going to happen to Amber Heard after all this is said and done?
I hope she goes to fuck. I hope she goes to jail. I hope she goes to jail.
She did lie on court, so she might go to jail.
She'll probably be reduced to cameo.
They'll probably put her in a mental institution.
Yeah, that's probably a psychiatric ward. Maybe they should put in there with Sarah Connor, and maybe she'll.
Well, you know what? You know what's funny? Amber
Big
Heard
Chief
actually did a movie directed by John Carpenter called The Ward. You remember that?
I heard about it.
The Ward's his worst
I
movie.
forgot about that.
She was actually in The Ward.
She needs to go to the real ward now.
That predicted where she's going to end up.
Yeah, the cuckoo's nest.
Does end up in the ward.
John Carpenter. John, I love you, man. You had to cast someone like Amber Heard. All the Jesus, man.
I also hear the movie itself
is not someone like Emilia Clarke. That would have been good.
Emilia Clarke.
You know what's crazy?
Get Emilia. I love Emilia Clarke. Get her.
They're actually
shoot her scenes just like Kevin Spacey
Clarke
was cut out of that Ridley Scott film and was replaced with Christopher Plummer. Do that.
Yeah. Kevin Spacey. They replaced him with Christopher Plummer. Yeah.
Yeah, they did that for all the money in the world. They replaced Kevin Spacey with Christopher Plummer.
Yeah, he's got a new movie coming out. Speaking of Spacey, I saw the trailer for it.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I don't know why they're giving him chances.
Kevin Spacey, man, that guy is a weirdo, man. I knew that
while I was watching his movie. Kevin Spacey let me down.
He's a fucking weirdo.
Did it turn out that the person
he's a fucking weirdo, worse than
lied about it or something?
Fucking what's his name? Jared Leto. He's worse than Jared Leto.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, Jared Leto will send you condoms, dude.
Watching Kevin Spacey movies, you could tell something was off with him.
But the trailer that I watched I did see it. I think it's like Italian made, so it's not even like.
Yeah, I heard it was like an Italian movie where he's playing a cop. I think.
Who fucking cares?
I know Kevin Spacey.
The very last comment, Mr. Carson's sad that Fred Ward passed away. So yeah.
Remo
It is very
Williams,
sad.
Remo Williams, my childhood hero. Remo Williams, man, West in peace. You guys got to check out Remo Williams, The Adventure Begins. That was my childhood hero. Rest in peace, Fred Ward. Rest in peace.
There's a new Blu-ray out for it.
I actually have the Arrow version. Arrow, the company. I have that.
Yeah, I heard that Blu-ray is the best one to get.
I want to see a Remo Williams reboot movie. The Remo Williams the Destroyer. I want to see either Jet Li or So Kazuki play Chun.
Yeah. Did you guys see that? Sorry, we keep going back to Amber Turd, but that comment she made on the stand about her dog stepping on the bee.
Oh God, the bee could have stung your ass.
Yeah.
Charlie Theron's
Yes,
another.
she had that small little cameo.
I'm iffy on her. I really like her
about
as
Charlize
an actress.
Theron? You want to know what's funny about Charlize Theron? She looks a lot like Angelina Jolie, and they're both bitches.
What?
I would not say she looks a lot like Angelina Jolie.
I like
They
Charlize
look a little
Theron.
bit different.
At least I don't think she's as skinny as Angelina Jolie. Who I fear needs a fucking sandwich at times.
I like Charlize, but I don't think she chooses the best project.
I like Charlize too.
I like
but
her as an
she's kind
actress.
of woke. She's kind of woke. She's kind of gone woke lately.
That I don't like
Yeah.
about Charlize.
That's
That
what I don't
really
like
don't
about her.
like about her.
Was
I
she coming
like,
back?
I
whole
like Atomic
kind of-
Blonde. Atomic Blonde had moments. I like Atomic Blonde. You got to check out Old Guard. It was kind of like Highlander. You seen Old Guard?
Mm-mm.
It was
No, I
kind of
haven't
like
seen
John.
Old Guard,
it was
but
kinda
I
like,
did see Atomic
was-
Blonde. I wasn't really a big fan of it though.
Mm-hmm. It was. You
But I
got to
like
check
the
out.
soundtrack in Atomic Blonde.
Yeah, but Old Guard was kind of like Highlander meets John Wick. It kind of had the same story, similar story as Highlander.
Well, now she's coming back for Fast 10, so we should be.
Oh, jeez! Enough
back
with
to
that.
what?
Let that series run out of gas already. Now you're gonna bring Alan Rich and Jack Reacher in there. Come on!
Yeah, and Brie
Of
Larson.
all the people in there, you come on, man. You're better off with Reacher. Stick with that.
Yeah, I heard about that. I'm like, what? Alan Richards?
What about
Let
Jack
Lee-
Reacher? What's going on?
Alan Richards joined Fast 10.
Oh God. Why
You're
do people
better
keep
off.
going to
Stick
see
with
these
Reacher,
movies?
man. Please stick with Reacher, please.
If anything, for the Fast and Furious franchise, I think they should bring back that villain from the second film. I think that would be an interesting reveal. Like,
Oh, Cole
That-
Hauser.
Yeah,
Hauser.
he
I
should
liked
come
him.
back.
I liked him.
it's funny. I actually watched a movie yesterday, School Ties, and that was actually one of his earlier.
You know what movie you should check him out? Check out Paparazzi. He was good in that.
I've seen some of that actually. I didn't know Gibson.
And Tom Sizemore, he plays a good villain in that too.
Yeah, he tries to
Ooh,
really.
Tom Sizemore
and-
rubs me the wrong way. I
And
don't
also,
dig
you have
that
Robin
guy.
Tunney in there as well. That's what I remembered.
Oh, Robin Tony. Oh, she is gorgeous. Oh my God, I love her.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was
Can't
good
get
in
minerals,
the
Wah, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know what?
Pretty much
I actually met a guy who knows her father.
Whose father?
Really?
Robin Tooney. I met a guy. I was working out at the gym, and I met a guy who knew her father because I heard that she used to live here around in Chicago in Illinois.
Oh, that's
Who,
interesting.
Amber Heard's father or someone
No,
No.
Robin
No.
Tooney.
Oh, okay.
Robin
Okay, I
Tunney,
thought
man.
that's what
no.
he said.
Fuck
Who's
no.
Yeah.
who's
If
father?
I'm not mistaken, doesn't Amber Turd's parents like Johnny more than her?
What?
You know, I
Yeah.
even heard that her parents are giving up on her. They're done with her. Her parents are done with her. They're like fuck you. You're a disgrace to us. We don't fuck you.
Yeah.
Even
This
they
is what
disowned
happens
her.
when you lie. This is what happens when you lie, Amber.
Yeah, that's a good movie, Mighty Joe
I
Young.
haven't seen it, but I heard it was
Mighty
good.
Joe
It had
Young.
Bill
That
Paxton.
was the first movie that introduced me to Charlize Theron. She was good in that. It was
Yeah.
good in that. A lot of people call it a King Kong riffle. But you got to remember, Mighty Joe Young was also a remake.
Yeah, that came out in '98, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a good
No.
movie.
But to be honest, I think the actual first movie I saw Charlize was actually That Thing You Do. She was in that, and of course, she was in that Devil's Advocate.
Devil's Advocate. Yes, Devil's
Yeah.
Advocate. That is a Pacino man. He was the perfect Satan. We're coming out. Guns blazing.
I'm a fan of man.
And then the very last comment, I have to agree with him. Cole Hausner, he kind of reminds me. He's similar to Patrick Wilson and also that Josh Lucas guy. That's what they kind of remind me of.
I first saw him on Pitch Black, the first Riddick movie.
I love Pitch Black. Pitch Black is a great film.
I
I need to
wanna
watch that
I
again.
have the Arrow 4K of that one.
You know, if I had to pick any Vin Diesel role, I have to go with Triple X. Triple X is my favorite Vin Diesel role.
It's definitely a fun movie for sure. I saw that movie in theaters. It was definitely
Me too.
Which
Me
one?
too.
Pitch Black or Triple X?
Triple X, I believe, is what Wildman
And
said.
you know the guy who parachuted in the beginning, who the tuxedo, that was Terry.
Yeah, that was
Silver
Thomas
himself.
Ian Griffin.
Thomas Ian Griffin. Now he's back with Cobra Kai, man.
Oh, that's cool.
Mhm.
What do you guys think about
Thomas
this?
Ian Griffin is a great little action star. I heard Excessive Force is quite good.
He wrote that.
Oh yeah,
Really?
And also, I do have his other film, Executive. Was it Executive? Excessive Force. That's what it was called. Excessive Force.
Yeah, that's the one I was.
He played Rock
referring to.
Hudson. He played Rock Hudson in a TV movie.
He
I
played
didn't
like
check
the
out-
real life. He was like in a biopic of Rock Hudson.
Yeah. He played Rock Hudson.
I saw a Rock Hudson movie recently called The Hornet's Nest. That's a pretty fun little World War II kind of like Men on Mission movie. I'd recommend that one.
Have you seen him in Giant with James Dean and Elizabeth Taylor? Have you seen Giant?
No, I actually have not seen a James Dean movie. Believe it or not, I know.
Oh my God, man!
I know. I'm
James
sorry.
Dean, he started it all for young actors. So, you know, for like River Phoenix, Heath Ledger, the guys who got popular for dying young, and he led the way for those
Right.
young heartthrob type of actors. But he was a good actor as well. He
But
led the way.
Giant's actually coming out on 4K. If anyone wants to know.
Yeah,
John,
I did
John, you were about to say something. What we think about what you were about to say something?
Oh,
John?
yeah. Like the Twisted Metal series. Like apparently Nev Campbell and Thomas Hayden Church have joined it.
Nev
Okay.
Campbell in a Twisted Metal. I don't know if that really matters.
Really?
very well.
Yeah, she's playing the character of Raven.
Really?
In Twisted Metal?
Yeah, Twisted Metal series for Peacock. Yeah, they're working on that right now.
They're working on the Twisted Metal game. You said
A series.
that's based on the video game, right?
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
I used to
Yeah,
play
the
the video games. I
PlayStation
have
exclusive
1,
franchise.
2. I remember not really caring much for the third one for whatever reason. The first two are the best ones.
And I think Thomas Hayden Church
I think they
is going to
stopped
play
after the PS3, I want to say.
Crimson Fury.
Mm.
But that's all I've heard so far. But yes, I remember that story from Triple X.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
You know what video game that can be perfect for a streaming series? Double Dragon. Because I've been watching Cobra Kai and the way how the story is with the turf wars and all that, it reminded me of almost like Double Dragon. It was like, this is how a Double Dragon show could be.
I was gonna say Half-Life, but all the things I've heard about the Halo series, and I'm like, I'm good.
Fuck Halo.
I don't think Half-Life can be adapted. I just don't think that that's really a universe that's really film or TV friendly.
What, Halo?
Because Gordon Freeman isn't really. First of all, Gordon Freeman isn't.
You want,
so much
you know what?
character.
You want to know a better series, a game that can work as a series better than Halo? Gears of War. Gears of fucking War.
Yes, I will agree with you on that. That is an excellent choice. Well, actually, you know what? Also, maybe a movie. Like, just imagine a 2-hour epic Gears of War film.
So why
That'd
don't they
be
make a movie? Everything needs to be a show now, I guess.
And it has to be streaming also.
Yeah, Gears of War would definitely work as a streaming series for sure.
But yeah, I mean, I have all the things I've heard about Halo, like even like people that are
That show
fans
is
of
done.
the
It's
franchise.
done.
Yeah, I'm like,
I didn't watch it. I'm a huge Halo fan.
I was
but
never even
I
a
just
big
didn't
fan
watch
of Halo. I never got into it. I
I'm
could see the popular.
pretty
I
big
was
fan
never.
of-
I was never a Halo person. I'm sorry. I was never into. I was a Gears of War person.
But you're from Mars. You like space.
Yeah, but we have
Yeah.
different. Yeah, but Martians have different tastes, man.
Wild Man probably knows Master Chief, or unless there's a feud going on.
I've heard of Halo, but I never really played it. all that
Master
well, so I
Chief
can't
isn't
really say
welcome
much
on Mars.
Yeah,
I've
Yeah,
heard
but
of
if
Halo, but I
they
never
do
really
a
played it.
Gears of War show, I can definitely see Dave Bautista fulfill that role
As
because he looks
Marcus?
just like him. He looks just like Marcus Phoenix.
that's on the list of people that are
I
not
would
allowed to come to
pick-
Mars, like Master Chief, Amber Turd, right? Wild Man, you got a list
Absolutely.
I want to see Dominic Purcell as Marcus Phoenix.
He can pull it off. I could see that. You know what movie you should check him out? And you ever seen this movie called Assault on Wall Street?
I've
that
heard of
the-
it. You both did that.
It's a
one, right?
very
I
good movie. It's like
did.
something got like falling down, but you know, guess who directed? Uwe Boll directed it. It was a very good
Yeah.
movie.
I've heard it's one of his best movies.
But
Yeah,
I recommend
yeah.
checking out his direct-to-video action film Gridlocked.
Watchmen?
I went to go see Watchmen. And I was so disappointed. I was so fucking disappointed.
Really?
It was decent, I think.
I
Not
liked it,
perfect,
but I haven't
but-
seen it in a while.
It was okay until the fucking end. The ending pissed me off.
With Rorschach blowing up?
Yeah, because I thought it was going to be a straightforward superhero movie. All this bullshit at the end. I was disappointed. It blew me off.
Did
I haven't
anyone
seen
like
it.
the director's cut better or the expanded cut?
I didn't see the director's cut.
I haven't
forget
seen it
which
since it came
But
I
out.
I will
saw.
give it credit. I will give it credit that, you know that scene with all the TVs on the screen. They show an image of Rambo: First Blood Part 2, which was awesome because it takes place in the 80s.
Huh.
You know what? A Rambo streaming series. That'll be a Rambo prequel streaming series. Will be perfect.
I think, you know what I think, guys? I think that Ubisoft, who made the Far Cry games, should make a Rambo game.
Take care, Alter Ego.
I have been a huge supporter of getting a Rambo game for years. I know we had one, but it wasn't that perfect. They can do it. I can see them do a much better Rambo game and get Stallone back, please. He came back for Mortal Kombat. Please come back for this.
He voiced his own character in Mortal Kombat. He voiced Rambo in Mortal Kombat 11. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And he won't come back?
That was him. Yeah, it was him.
But I just don't get why he would do that and not voice or ask to be part of a Rambo game. That would be awesome.
They just took his audio from the movies. That's all they did.
Yeah, that was very lazy. That I know that they took
Sly is cool. He just doesn't know, but he can't make up his mind very well. He has this ego. He doesn't know.
Yeah.
He's a cool guy, but he has this ego problem where he doesn't make the right decisions sometimes. Sly, you gotta cool down, man.
And now he's got the show
Sly's
coming out.
got to cool down.
And check this out. Did you hear about his new show? He's coming out with. It's coming like Sopranos. He's coming out.
Yeah,
with
the Tulsa King. Yeah,
I'm looking forward to that because he's kind of going back to his acting roots a bit with Rocky and all that.
it's supposed to be like a
Well,
mafia show, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of the Rambo game, the developers of that game I heard did a better job with Terminator Resistance. I hear that was a pretty good game.
I have that game. I can see why. Come on, guys. You did a good job with Terminator, but not Rambo. What's the matter with you guys?
I was
you're
gonna
better
get it
than
for
that.
PC.
Come on,
Yeah, the
now.
Rambo. Wasn't there one Rainbow game that came out a few years ago? But the graphics look pretty.
Yeah, that was the one. But yeah, it was a rail shooter. They should have gone with the ideas I had. Make it like a mixture of third person and first person. Have the first levels, which they did in this game. They had it in Vietnam, going all the way from all the 4 movies. You can even add Last Blood if you want to now.
What about that Predator game? I mean, like it came
I
out.
I haven't played that yet, but it looks good. I want to check that out.
It's multiplayer mainly, and I'm more of a single player guy, so I just didn't play it. I do want to play that Predator game for the original Xbox and PS2, where you actually get to play as Predator.
Check out Predator 2. Check out the Predator 2 came for Genesis. That was badass. That's a badass game.
Oh, yeah?
The montage ending
Into
of
it.
Rainbow Last Blood. The last 10 minutes
I
of
like
the movie
Last
is
Blood
good.
still. I
The
think
last
Blood's great.
minutes of that movie saved that movie. It saved the movie.
Yeah.
But
I wouldn't say the
I
rest of the movie
understand
was
why
bad.
they made Rambo. They made Rambo the character he was because he was trying to do an Unforgiven, like he was trying to go away, and then he got pushed back into it, and he became this beast again. I kind of understand why they did that,
Mm-hmm.
and you could tell they were trying to set him up for new adventures. The way he's riding off into the horse, like the traditional cowboy here, just like Jack Reacher. Like again, Rambo, Jack Reacher crossover, make it happen. Animated film, please. Better than one.
After that,
I'd be down for
after that crossover, I would end Rambo. After that, I
I'm
would
gonna use the bathroom. You guys keep talking real quick.
Yeah.
Get to the
Yeah.
bathroom.
Also another thing. What was I gonna say? But yeah, no. I mean, I saw Rambo 4 recently. That was the only Rambo film I never saw, and I fucking loved it. By the way.
Yeah, I regret not seeing that movie in theaters.
I'm sorry. Did you say something about Last Blood? What do you think of Last Blood?
Me?
You was talking about
I
Rambo
liked
4.
it. Well, I was talking about Rambo 4. Yeah,
I know you're
saw
talking
that one
about.
for the
I know
first-
you were talking about Rambo 4, but what were your honest opinions on Last Blood?
I like it. I like Last Blood. I think Last Blood is a good sequel. I think that, the finale in the tunnels underneath his farm was great. A lot of it looked practical, but but I'm sure there was some CGI in there. I enjoyed the adopted family that he had. I thought that it was well done. I just wish we would have saw that original director's cut footage where in the beginning he saves people from the storm.
You know what? I went to the theater and they had that scene in there.
For some reason, they didn't have that.
They didn't have it in mind.
They had it. They had the scene in there.
I guess certain theaters had that scene.
I liked it because it was kind of like a montage of the first movie, First Blood, because he was helping these deputies out. It was, you could tell there was like that. They did that to give it a homage to the first film.
They didn't show it in mine. I'm a little pissed about that now.
Yeah. I went to the theater. It was on there. It was there. It was in there.
But I know for Blu-ray, the only countries that actually do have that cut physically, I think, are Germany and France. So I have to pick up
it had it where I went to.
Yeah, it's weird.
Crazy though. But did you like Last Blood, Wildman?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I had some problems with, but I kind of see what they're trying to do with his character, because he was trying to get away from. It was kind of like Unforgiven, Unforgiven. Like he forgotten who he was, and then he gets pushed back into it, and then he becomes that beast again at the end, and it worked. And I'm gonna be honest, this movie told this story better than fucking Logan. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, I am avoiding the RoboCop remake. I don't ever want to see that remake.
I don't ever want to see it again, the RoboCop. No. I want RoboCop Returns. Get Neil Blomkamp. Give this guy a fucking break. Let him do his thing. I want to see that RoboCop Returns.
I should know that. It's very sad.
My dog stepped in a bee. I hate Spider-Man 3.
But Ridley Scott.
Amber Heard.
I like Spider-Man 3. I'm just going to leave it at that.
I didn't hate Spider-Man 3 either, but it wasn't perfect.
I did see
you guys heard of the new platform fighter multiverses? I
guess no one wants to hear my thoughts on Rambo Last Blood.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, Retro Scotty, go ahead.
Sorry.
Okay. Well, I'll say this. I didn't hate it as like Rambo Afterlife did or Matt. Stallone's performance was fine, but the villains were just kind of meh, and I feel like Stallone didn't do a whole lot other than that one scene where he scared off Giselle. That was actually a pretty powerful.
Oh my God, that was Rambo. You could tell Stallone was having a ball playing that. Then instead of coming back for Rocky, because you tell what he did was doing the creep. You could tell he was out of it. He was like, "What the fuck why am I doing?" But when he came back for Rambo, that scene, you could tell he was having the ball coming back for Rambo.
And like you said, the last 5 to 10 minutes were probably the highlight of the movie for sure.
Absolutely, and you could tell they're saying it up because Stallone even said he's a fan of comic book. He even said that Logan was his inspiration. You could tell he looked at the comic of Old Man Logan, how he stopped being Wolverine stopped being this badass. He was raising a family, and then something happens to them, and then he just goes nuts. And he goes back being the person he was. And at the end of the movie, he rides off in the horse like the traditional cowboy lone hero, like Jack Reacher.
Right. But I think he's done playing Rambo. I don't want to see Rambo 6.
We'll see.
If anything, I wish they would have at least brought Brian Dennehy's character back in or something, or at least have them resolve their.
Last Blood came out. He was still alive then, right?
I think so. I think Brian Dennehy died in 2020. I have to go look that up.
Yeah, I think he died a year after the movie came out.
Well, you know what? I fucking hope he's done with Rocky. Enough with Rocky, please. Enough with Rocky. Rambo, do whatever you want, but enough with Rocky, please.
This is a good question from Common Writer. Have you heard about that? I have. I heard about it on the stream. So apparently, Austin St. John's, the original Red Ranger Jason. I don't have the exact story correct, but apparently he's in hot water because of this COVID relief tax fraud thing. Now, Fabio thinks it's kind of like a scam that they may have frauded him, but it's very sad what's going on with Austin St. John.
That's fucked up.
Yeah,
it's fucked up.
I know nothing.
I'm sure that Austin had nothing to. I'm sure that Austin wasn't told a lot of what happened. But yes, I did hear about it, but only through Fabio's stream this morning. But yeah, very, very sad. Austin is, I hear Austin's a really nice guy in person. I know Fabio. I don't know if Fabio met Austin St. John in person, but he is really fond of him, and I am.
And of course, he had some bad history with Jason David Frank.
Those two are very on and off with each other. He calls him. You know what Austin St. John calls JDF?
What?
Jason David Frankendouche. That's funny.
Which is a bummer because Tommy is my favorite Ranger, which is sad.
Yeah, Tommy was a huge influence on me as a kid.
Tommy was cool. Tommy, he had this very cool arc. He goes from one color to the next. He started out as a green man, and then he got messed up by Rita, and then all of a sudden he becomes the White Ranger. I like that arc. He became something more. I think that's why people, despite that he wasn't the kind of the forgotten Ranger, kind of like how Winston was.
I
with
even liked him in Turbo.
Tommy had a very cool arc.
Yeah.
He was cool to me before I heard all this stuff had happened.
Yeah.
I met him, and I thought he was cool, but like with you, John, I did not respect him after I heard what happened, because I think that from what I hear, he has a huge ego, which is very disappointing.
Yeah, because
I hear he gets. Yeah.
I was about to say, was when I got the photo op with him back in 2015, like everybody stood in line for a good 30 minutes before he showed up.
That's very disrespectful. That people had to wait 30 minutes. And didn't he back away from a handshake or something like that?
Yeah, because I tried to extend my hand out for a handshake before I left the photo op, and I got ignored. And whatever.
You know what? The cast of Cobra Kai are more open to, because like I said, all these Cobra Kai YouTube channels that I got, that one guy mentioned, that the Cobra Kai kid, he actually gets to talk with these celebrities from the show, and he's not even in Hollywood. He's like one of us, and he has the opportunity to talk to these people. They're open to talk to him. He even went to one of the conventions and talked to Mary Mauser, who plays Samantha. He was even on the set of season 5. I heard he met the cast. He's a really cool guy. Check him out. His name is Drew. He's the Cobra Kai kid. He's a very cool guy.
I don't know if I ever told you all, man, but both of my brothers have met William Zabka.
No kidding.
Yeah, they got a photo op with
brothers? Him. I thought you had only the one.
I got 2.
Did they tell you what was he like?
They were walking up to the photo op, and William Zabka was like, "Yeah, here's the real Cobra Kai right here." Just kind of joking with him. But yeah, if ever, I don't know where that picture's at, but next time I'll show you the picture.
Can you imagine a Cobra Kai Power Rangers crossover?
That'd be cool.
I know they did a crossover with Ninja Turtles, the action figures. That would be cool too. But I want to see a crossover with Cobra Kai and Stranger Things.
I agree. I thought that scene was really well done.
What scene are you talking about?
Oh, the Mr.
Gabrielle
Clark
dying.
Productions talked about the scene where his kind of like, adopted daughter, Mexican daughter, died.
Oh yeah.
That was very sad. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
I thought.
I think that was one of his best Stallone's acting playing Rambo for sure, because we haven't seen him be that emotional since the first film.
Also, people can say what they will about Last Blood, but that climax action scene is fucking awesome.
It is 10
That's
times
what I
better than
mentioned.
what
That's
the
why
shit.
I said it's the best thing.
It was the R-rated Home Alone. 10 times better than that shit in Skyfall. I'll tell you that much.
Skyfall?
Skyfall, they do it with the Home Alone thing because it was in his house. Rambo, he sets up better traps than James Bond.
No, those are some pretty sick traps, especially when he ripped out the head cartel member's heart.
Oh yes, that you could tell that scene is the reason why Rambo is in Mortal Kombat, because that scene was so, because Kano was known for that.
That was a fucking fatality going for 5 hours.
They
even made videos making fun of that with the Mortal Kombat, the fatality, and you know damn well they saw that. Let's get Rambo in there. Let's put Rambo in Mortal Kombat.
Right.
That'd be cool. I don't know about 5 hours, DJ, but
yeah, I don't know about 5 hours either.
I'll go for 3. I mean, at least. I don't know who's going to be around here for the next hour and a half.
I don't know if I'm going to be around for the whole 3 hours. I might. I'll let you guys know, but I'm definitely staying around still.
Okay.
I thought, to be honest, I thought you're going to be streaming like later at night or something.
Oh, well, not tonight. Tomorrow I got work, and I didn't want to go so late tonight.
Right. That's understandable. Otherwise, I would have greatly shown off my very tasty cheeseburger that I was going to be making tonight.
Oh, that would have been cool.
Yeah. But yesterday I did have some Red Lobster. It's always good to, treat yourself.
I have not had Red Lobsters in years, but I'll tell you what. I remember digging their, I think it was their biscuits or something like that.
Yeah, the cheddar biscuits. Yeah.
Oh,
I actually got some to go, so that's also cool.
There you
go. Yeah, OCP.
Yeah, I like OCP.
Yeah, he's cool. Yeah, he's cool.
I've never talked to him personally. The only people I've talked to were you guys, Fabio, and Matt on a live stream once. But yeah, no, I like OCP. He's a cool guy. He definitely puts out quality videos. Very good YouTube.
He's very
Underrated
knowledgeable
as
too.
well.
He really goes deep into the movie when he does reviews.
Oh no, yeah, absolutely. One of the more underrated YouTubers, I would say, of YouTube.
Oh,
they've come a long way since the late 2000s. Yeah.
Drop Zone is kind of underrated because I thought that was a very very cool. People call it a Point Break riff-off, but it was okay. I liked how Gary Busey was a villain. Very underrated movie.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people shit on because that's a Point Break riff-off. It was okay.
I know
I haven't seen Drop Zone.
That was a film that John Badman directed, I believe.
I got in a double pack with Hard Rain.
Hard Rain is a very underrated movie. I loved it. I loved Hard Rain. Loved Hard Rain.
I need to give that movie a watch.
Christian Slater was like the big thing in the 90s. He had Broken Arrow, True Romance, Hard Rain. He was the thing in the 90s. I'm surprised he hasn't done more movies.
Have you ever seen him in Pump Up the Volume?
I got it.
No, I haven't seen Pump Up the Volume.
That is a very inspirational movie because you can tell when that he said that's his favorite movie, and he even said that a lot of YouTubers and podcasters were inspired by that movie. That movie's so relevant now because that movie is like predicted where we are now with social media, with the YouTubers and podcasters. You know,
now you actually got me very curious because if it predicted the social media craze, I'm very curious.
You'll definitely agree when you watch it for yourself.
It's actually on Blu-ray. I think it came out recently from the Warner Archive.
Yeah, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Yeah,
that is my favorite Robin Hood movie. I don't care what anybody says. Kevin Costner, he wasn't perfect, but he was badass. He is my favorite Robin Hood, man. And Alan Rickman as the Sheriff Nottingham. Oh my God,
perfect villain right there. Perfect casting right there. Spot. In fact, I remember I had the action figures back in the day, including the Sheriff of Nottingham.
Oh, that's cool. He's also good in a movie called Cuffs.
I was gonna say Cuffs. He was also that was a fun movie right there, and it had Mila Jovovich in. She was smoking right back then, yeah.
I'm sorry?
Mila Jovovich, she was in Cuffs as well. She was smoking back then.
Oh, yeah, I remember her in Cuffs, yeah. But Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
She's still pretty cute, though, Mila Jovovich.
What do you guys think of Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves? What do you think of that movie?
Good film.
I haven't seen it.
Morgan Freeman was cool, too. I liked him. I liked his character,
Morgan Freeman was in it?
Let's not forget Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio.
Oh, yes, her best movie since After the Abyss and after Scarface. Yeah, she was good. She's good. Mary.
Heathers.
Heathers. Way before Mean Girls. Fuck Mean Girls. Heathers did that shit first.
Yeah, Christian Slater was also in the skateboarding movie, and apparently he had
Gleaming the Cube.
Gleaming the Cube.
That proves that you can be an action hero with just a skateboard, man.
I got that on DVD, but it's like a video rip.
I think Tony Hawk was in there, or maybe he did some he helped with the choreography. I heard that Tony Hawk. I know he was in Police Academy 4. Citizens on Patrol. He was one of the skateboarding guys.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was one of the skateboarding guys in the movie.
Interesting.
And I think he was in Claiming with the Cube, or maybe he did to help with the choreography. I'm not really sure, but I heard he was involved with that movie.
He seems like a cool guy, though.
Oh, yeah.
In interviews and stuff.
Oh, Christian Slater?
And Tony Hawk.
Oh, yeah. Christian Slater, he went through a lot of stuff, just like with Robert Downey Jr., but he definitely cleaned himself up, for sure.
Yeah,
I wonder why Christian Slater's not. I wonder why Christian Slater's doing all these direct-to-video films. He's a big name still.
I think he's trying to settle down a little bit. I think he's just settling down. He did that TV show, Mr. Robot, I heard, but I think he's just settling down right now.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with settling down. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
But
I would love to see him in a big movie for sure.
I was going to say he was actually in the Hollow Man 2 sequel.
And you know, he is a super huge fan of Star Trek because he was even in one of the Star Trek 6. He is a huge Star Trek fan.
Yeah, he was.
I did not know that.
Star Trek 6. Yeah.
So apparently he's going to be part in Young Guns 3.
How the fuck are they going to do that? How?
I don't know, but it says it's in pre-production. Amelia Estevez is going to be in it.
Are they going to deep fake them to young again? That would be
do
cool.
A flashback of deep fake technology. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, Emilio's in it.
We all know how bad it is when you deep fake an actor.
he's still part of that, and that's not coming out till like next year or this year. It's supposed to come out
Well,
this year.
I'll see what happens with that, but I don't know. It was cool to see Emilio Estevez. He came back with the Mighty Ducks. But he only came back for one season. They're trying to copy off the success of Cobra Kai, but it was kind of cool to see him come back.
Yeah, 6 Degrees of Bacon. That's a cool little game.
Yeah, Kevin Bacon. He's still he's a cool guy. He's a really cool guy. He's still working. Yeah, I know. Recently, he was on Twitter talking about remembering Fred Ward, which was cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh my God, that's nice. That I'm sure that him and Fred Ward got along really well for Tremors.
Oh yeah. And you can tell. People don't know this. Tremors. If you look at Tremors, is basically Jaws on land. Because think about the name Tremors. Tremors. Jaws. Jaws.
Oh my gosh!
And look at the poster. The worm coming up from underground.
Yeah, that's like an homage to Jaws.
It's definitely Jaws reminiscent, and plus Universal distributed both films, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, exactly. And of course, one of the stars from Jurassic Park was in it.
Aria Richards. Yeah,
she was get off the pogo stick.
Yeah. So real quick, back like the 6 Degrees of Bacon, I just Googled it, and it took me to a website. It's like one of the first things that pop up that says the Oracle of Bacon.org. And you can type in it. So let's see.
What?
Yeah, it's Christian Slater. Let's see. Hollow Man 2. Yeah, well. Oh, God, I forgot about that movie.
That's what I mentioned earlier.
Well, they did play Hollow Man in both separate movies.
Hang on, I'll be right back.
Okay, man.
No worries.
Hollow Man 1.
Going back to Tremors real quick, I almost wish Kevin Bacon came back for the second one.
Yeah.
You guys still there?
Yeah. Can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you okay.
I think Wildman got tied up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wildman said he'd be back.
Yeah, I agree. I think they should have done another one together. And it would have been nice if he was in the second one, but I guess Bacon was either unavailable or the fact the budget was too low, because the second film only had like maybe a $2 million budget, and maybe they was going to go to theaters, but it ended up going up to video, but it was still a fun sequel.
You could tell Tremors 2 was definitely cutting a little bit on the budget strains. Some of the CGI in Tremors 2 is
Tremors 2 Aftershocks.
I thought you were talking about Hollow Man. I'm like...
No, well, speaking of Hollow Man, I always thought the film was fun. Sadly, it was the last film that at least Paul Verhoeven, made in the USA, and he went more back to his native country, I think, after that.
Why can't Paul Verhoeven make more violent ass action movies like he did back in the 90s?
I have no idea. I wish he would come back.
Starship Troopers, Total Recall. I respect that he's making all these, that he's going back to his roots and making all these Dutch historical dramas, and some of them look cool, but I want to see more stuff like Total Recall and RoboCop, because he really pushed the NC-17 rating.
Yeah, he really
for
pushed the envelope in terms of violence. Even though he wasn't involved in RoboCop 2, that sequel definitely kind of pushed it, especially when they...
No, RoboCop 2, I'm surprised he wasn't... I'm surprised they got Irvin Kershner directed and not Verhoeven, because...
Yeah, I think Verhoeven was busy with Total Recall. That's why he probably...
You're supposed to do a Crusade with Arnold. You guys heard about that?
A movie called Crusade?
Yeah, Crusade is supposed to be like this epic movie, kind of like in the tone of Braveheart, and it would have been like ultra violent. Arnold Schwarzenegger was going to be the main star. It never happened, but it was going to happen around like mid-90s.
That would have been nice.
That would have been awesome. That would have been sick. I wish we would have got... We probably still could get that movie to this day.
Yeah, we could have definitely gotten the King Conan. That would have been nice too, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen.
Oh my God! If he made a sequel to Conan the Barbarian that wasn't the Destroyer, which I haven't seen, by the way, I've only seen the original Conan, but if Verhoeven made a Conan movie, that would have been awesome.
That would have been the ticket right there.
This right here, yeah, the mid-90s, Paul Verhoeven was going to do a film with Arnold, which would have been, kind of an epic classic. Big budget epic about the Crusades, and it would have had like Jennifer Connelly in it and Gary Sinise. I don't know.
That's a pretty
I'm
good
back.
cast
I'm
right
back.
there.
Well, I'm sorry. What movie you talking about got canceled?
Okay, so apparently, check this out.
Arnold's Crusade.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, I remember we talked about that.
That
yeah.
would have been sick.
You definitely could have used that movie if it was going to be like if it was since Batman and Robin didn't do so well, maybe he could have used that film after.
Yeah, and it would have
Yeah.
showed him that he can act too.
Yep. Was it going to be done by Corlico Pictures? Is that why it never got made? Because I know that like after Cut Through Island, that's that production company went bankrupt.
Yeah, I heard Cut Through
probably
Island
why.
killed that Carico. Yeah,
Yeah, like
I
I
heard
heard.
Cut Through Island also kind of destroyed Rennie Harlan's career, which is unfortunate.
he
Yeah.
did The Long Kiss Goodnight after that, which was okay.
I think it got critically.
I love The
praised.
Long Kiss Goodnight. That is a very great.
And you know,
90s
Shane
action.
Black wrote that. He wrote Lethal Weapon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could definitely tell that Shane Black wrote that movie. I think that Gina Davis. I think weren't those two married, Gina Davis and Rennie Harlan?
Yeah, they were.
I believe.
Yeah,
They were married. Yeah.
that'd be cool.
That'd be cool to get OCP in here. I don't know what his schedule is. or
Speaking of
availability, but-
Gina Davis, have any of you seen Thelma and Louise?
Of course.
I
Yeah, it's
love
a good
Thelma and
movie.
Louise. Thelma and Louise, I had to watch for a film class, and I fucking loved it.
Yeah, Ridley Scott
That
is one of
movie-
Ridley Scott's best movies,
Mm-hmm.
Back when Ridley Scott actually gave a shit.
and that's where Brad Pitt got his start. That's what got him noticed. That's where he got noticed, man.
Yeah, I think he had a couple earlier roles before then. Like,
He was on an episode of Tales from the Crypt called King of the Road. It was very
Mhm.
cool episode.
and supposedly he actually had like a very small, brief appearance in No Man's Land. It was very small, but
He also did. He played an extra in No Way Out because if you watch the movie with Kevin Costner, if there's the opening in the party, you can see him in the background behind Kevin Costner.
Who's this
I
again?
didn't know
Okay.
that.
Brad Pitt.
Okay, interesting.
But I loved his role in True Romance. He played the stoner, Floyd the stoner.
Floyd, yeah.
True
Oh, yeah, that was-
Romance.
that was
That's
great.
that's definitely a love story. I really like that.
I know Tony Scott directed True Romance, but I always thought of that as a Tarantino movie.
He
it just
wrote it. He
feel-
wrote
I
it.
know
He
he
wrote
wrote
the
it.
script. He
Yeah.
wrote.
I know
the
he
script.
wrote it.
And he
but-
wrote Natural Born Killers. He wrote that.
Brad Pitt was also in
I-
Freddy Nightmares.
No.
Freddy's Nightmares.
I know that
He was,
Tarantino
yes,
wrote
I
True
remember
Romance. It just also feels like he directed it, even though Tony Scott did.
I think he
Yeah.
shadow directed it. He directed some things, but it was uncredited. I think he did direct it, but it was uncredited.
Speaking of Tony Scott, very sad that the man's been gone for as long as he has.
It would have
been.
been awesome if he came back for this Top Gun. I hope they do a dedication to him at the end of that movie. I fucking hope they
It
do
would
that.
only be fair if they did
Yeah.
say like in memory of Tony Scott.
I hope they fucking do that. I fucking
Yeah.
hope they do that. He is my second favorite director of all time, man. You know
Oh,
what?
so-
I could with now with Top Gun out of the way. Who's up for possibly a sequel to Days of Thunder?
That's funny. Speaking of Days of Thunder, I just ordered the soundtrack from La La Records. by
Yeah, they're
Hans.
trying to go with they're trying to go with Top Gun on wheels. They're trying to make it like Top Gun in the NASCAR racing, and it didn't. I heard it made some money. I heard it wasn't really a flop, but it was okay. I thought it's a fun movie.
Yeah,
I would love to
I
see.
guess it didn't
I would
quite
love to
have
see if
the-
Tom Cruise can still do it.
I think it did reasonably okay, but like you said, it didn't have like a huge impact like Top Gun. But I remember liking the film, and I want to get the Blu-ray. I'm just deciding if I want to wait for a better edition. But I did get, like I said, I got the soundtrack from La La, and it was I actually got it at a very good discount, especially since Amazon someone. I guess they haven't gotten any more copies, but someone from Amazon wants like $125 for it. Someone
Jeez.
from eBay wants which is a pre-owned copy. Someone wants like over 160 plus for that.
Days
But
of
luckily-
Thunder. Are you talking
Yes,
about the
sir.
Blu-ray or the soundtrack?
The soundtrack done by Hans Zimmer, and luckily La La, I guess, got more.
You know what's cool about it? Speaking of Hans Zimmer, he's part of the score. He's teaming up with Harold Flumacher with this.
Right.
They are going to be an epic team with the music, man. You can tell.
I really hope so. But anyway,
And you know what, Harold Flumacher, I think he was retired, but I think this brought him back.
It's cool. I haven't seen The Bodyguard, Johnny.
Oh
I
my
think-
God, really?
I think that's on Tubi. I think I heard.
Never
I
saw
got
the
it.
Bodyguard.
I got the movie, but I just haven't seen it.
Yeah, Whitney Houston, that was her breakout role, man. Of course, the soundtrack, that's another popular soundtrack, the song. Everybody knows the song,
Yeah. But back on the soundtrack for Hans Zimmer, I got 25% off. It was originally like $19.98, which is already cheap, but I got like $5 off of that, which is pretty good.
Yeah, of course, the score that he's mostly known for, I remember they put a lot in in movie commercials. The score he did for Black Rain.
That's a good movie.
It's a good film too. I actually did a review of that film.
It's mind-boggling that no one mentioned Tony Scott.
And definitely Ridley Scott needed
Exactly.
They didn't?
Tony Scott really
Wow,
let himself
they
go.
didn't
Tony
mention him?
was the man. He was cool. He was laid back. He didn't give.
Yeah,
a shit.
because
Tony did what he
Tony-
wanted. He was cool.
Tony is the more fun Scott.
Yeah, he's
Let's
the more
be
fun
real.
and entertaining type of films for sure.
Yeah, really, he's more the
Ridley
uptight,
lately
artsy fartsy.
Yeah,
No, Ridley lately has gotten pretentious.
But he's up there in
Scott
age.
It's too bad his fucking Alien Covenant cockblock Neil Blanc.
You know what? And like I mentioned before, I bet you he was jealous of Tony that he didn't even care that he died. I bet you he didn't care that he died. I
wouldn't
bet
go
you
that far, but I think Tony Scott's the better director.
he is. And,
Surprisingly enough, he
Also,
was
again,
one of,
like Scotty said, Neil Blomkamp should have done the Alien films.
They fucked him over. He wanted to do. He had this idea, but they kept fucking him over. The same idea he had with RoboCop. They keep give this guy a fucking break.
That's
Definitely
a good
Especially
movie.
when Neil Blomkamp actually looks like he knows what he's doing.
He does. Have you seen District 9?
I haven't seen it yet.
No, but I will tell you this. I did see Chappie, and that wasn't very good.
Like I said, the only
it
Chappie
wasn't
I
bad,
remember
but
is
just Diane Lambert
Iron
are
Eagle.
not very good
Iron
actors
Eagle.
in that movie.
The only Chappie I
You guys
remember
have
is
Data
Iron
Mine?
Eagle. And you know damn well
What's that?
with this new Top Gun, they're going to do an Iron Eagle reboot. You know damn well they're going to do it.
It'd be nice
Iron Eagle.
it's just too bad that they couldn't get Louis Gossett Jr. in a cameo for Top Gun. That would have been interesting.
I
That'd
can
be
see
cool.
that happening. I can see that happening, that they might do an Iron Eagle Top Gun crossover. I can see it happening.
That was good.
Because
yeah.
like I said, Top Gun is Navy.
Yeah.
Iron Eagle is actual Air Force. When people think of Top Gun, they think of Air Force Wire. No, Top Gun is Navy. And like I said, Iron Eagle came first, way before Top Gun.
Yeah, it was released in January of '86.
The same year.
It got 3 more sequels.
And it had more sequels than Top Gun. And Top Gun gets all the praise. Now, I love Top Gun, but Iron Eagle, man.
How are the sequels?
The second one is okay. The problem is they killed Jason Gedrick's character off, and the third one's cool. And the fourth one, they bring his character back, but he's not. But Jason Gedrick he's not in it. But they're both great. They're great. Yeah, but I would love to see a reboot with maybe a crossover with that and Top Gun for sure.
Okay.
And you know what? The girl, the love interest in Iron Eagle, I keep forgetting her name. I texted her on Cameo and I asked her, now with Top Gun 2 coming out, would you like to see would you come back for an Iron Eagle sequel? She said that's like in the past, but it would be cool to come back. But she said that's
not to mention Shawnee Smith, I think, was actually in Iron Eagle.
Shawnee Smith was in that too. Yeah, I need to ask her about that too.
I would agree and disagree with you because I love Gladiator.
Gladiator was good.
Gladiator had moments, but I think it's a little overrated. I don't think it deserved to get Best Picture. It had moments. I'll give it that. It really.
Well, I think that Russell Crowe and Joaquin Phoenix really stole that movie. Of course, Joaquin Phoenix especially, since he was just such a little shit in that movie. I love Joaquin Phoenix in that, but I mean,
he was a good
outside of
villain in
3
that.
films. Out of the 3 films you're talking about? Are you referring to Alien, Blade Runner, and Thelma and Louise? If you don't mind me asking, Johnny Jerry, because Blade Runner is my favorite science fiction film ever
Blade
made.
Runner's a classic.
I love
No
Black
doubt.
Rain.
Blade Runner is his best movie.
Alien,
Blade
of
Runner is
course.
one of the-
Alien, Blade Runner, Black Rain. I'll give him those.
G.I. Jane. Yeah,
I thought that was Tony Scott. I didn't know that.
yeah, that's really Scott.
Yeah, you can tell he with G.I. Jane, he was trying to copy off his brother, trying to go into his brother's territory.
Then before then,
Prometheus was very middling.
Now, of course,
I didn't really
he
care
did the
much
same
for
thing with
Prometheus.
Black Hawk Down. Black Hawk Down was good. That was kind of like entering his brother's Tony's territory with Black Hawk Down. That's a good one.
And
I still haven't
honestly,
even watched it.
I know Matt Damon's kind of like a meme by now, but I really enjoyed The Martian. That was good.
That was
Yeah,
good.
that was a good film. He should do more films like that. And also, I was going to mention before he did G.I. Jane, he did a film with Jeff Bridges called White Squall. If anyone knows
I
that.
remember that one. I remember that.
I got
I've
that.
heard of
I haven't
White
seen it.
Squall.
Did you see? Speaking of Jeff Bridges, did you see his new TV show? I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, the old man. Yeah, I saw the trailer.
It looks
for it.
interesting.
does.
It's nice that he's recovering from his cancer, which is cool.
Yeah, it's good to hear that. And I was going to say, Tony Scott, he was actually one of the executive producers on that TV show called The Good Wife, if anyone remembers that.
I remember that. Yeah.
Never seen it.
Let me ask you this: Julianne Margulies was in that. What did you think of her? And what did you think of Snakes on the Plane?
I still haven't seen that
Me?
either.
That
Me?
movie
I haven't
got
seen it.
so much praise, and the same thing, and at the same time, it got a lot of shit. It was like the first movie to represent that got famous because of social media, and I enjoyed that movie.
I got it on Blu-ray. I see what
You
you're
know,
saying.
yeah,
about a bunch
she's
of
also
films
in
that I have
Ghost
that I haven't
Ship.
seen.
Wasn't that movie Ghost Ship? I think it's called Ghost Ship. The movie Ghost Ship. I
Ghost
believe.
Ship
I
got
remember that
Blu-ray
movie, but
recently, I think.
barely remember.
Steven and Scotty, what did you think of Snakes on a Plane?
I didn't see Snakes on a Plane.
I saw some of it. I thought it was a fun movie for sure.
And people shit on it because it was fun. I enjoyed it. People were having a blast, especially when Samuel L. Jackson came up with that line, because that was one of the first movies that got famous because of social media.
Yeah, and I definitely saw the edited version where he says, "I've had it with these monkey fighting snakes on this Monday through Friday plane," which I thought was hilarious. But we were still waiting.
America. I love Team America. Team America is the shit.
I had no idea Matt Damon voiced the. It's a great movie. It's a fun movie.
Well, the way they portray celebrities is really accurate as like false activists and all that kind of shit, which I find hilarious.
Please don't come back.
So I really dig Team America, and the puppetry in the movie is really funny.
And Matt Damon, you're a good actor, but please don't come back as Jason Bourne. Enough, please.
Yeah, enough with the Jason Bourne movies. Like
Jason
who really
Bourne,
gives
those
a
movies
shit
are the
anymore?
most overrated action movies. There's not really.
I would
action,
agree,
just shaky
actually.
cam stuff.
I think the first one's
how
good,
the
and then the
heck
rest
do these movies
became
get
more
so
the
much
same.
praise? I don't get it.
Did you like any of them, or even the one?
No,
with
no.
I like the first one. I like Identity. After that, I don't care.
You know what movie that reminded me of Jason Bourne that was 10 times better? It was with Jean-Claude Van Damme, Maximum Risk. When I watched it, it reminded me of a Jason Bourne movie. It
I
came out
have
in
that film
1996.
on Blu-ray.
And Natasha Henstridge was in it. She was gorgeous. Natasha Henstridge was in it. She was gorgeous. I even booked her on Cameo. She was cool too.
She definitely had a nice pair of you-know-what, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
You don't like Alien? That's okay.
American Gangster, it was okay.
I'm
not that
only seen
crazy
part of
about
it.
Denzel. He's a good actor. It's okay movie.
I've only seen part of American Gangster,
anyone-
but you know, that's a good set of 3 films, I will say.
Have you seen
Oh.
Black Rain?
Did anyone
Charlie?
like his take on Robin Hood?
Whose take on
Oh, I
Robin?
haven't seen that one.
I haven't seen
This
that.
where that really Scott directed that. If I'm not
Russell Crowe.
But
What about
John,
the?
you were
Do you
asking
remember the
about Black
Disney
Rain, I didn't
version?
see it.
You remember the Disney version of Robin Hood? That was cool too.
What do you say, Steven?
you were asking about Black Rain. I've been eyeing that Blu-ray for a while. I'm thinking about getting it because I haven't seen the movie yet. It looks
It is
good,
a
though.
great movie. Michael Douglas is such a badass in that movie.
Yeah, I like the quote. I usually get kissed before I get fucked.
Michael Douglas was cool and badass in that movie.
Yeah, same with his partner Andy Garcia, and even
Oh
Ken
man, the way
Tucker.
he got killed. Oh man.
I
Don't
would agree,
spoil it.
Mr. Carter. That's when the shaky cam became the thing, and hard to see fight scenes were the thing.
Jason Bourne.
Again,
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Jason Bourne killed the action franchise for a while because it led the way for Shaky Cam being the superhero crap and
You
all
know
that.
what?
But John Wick came
You're
along.
kinda onto
John Wick
something
came along
there.
and saved us all.
I thought you're.
What
I
came along
thought
to
you're.
install? John Wick, yeah.
I thought Wyman
I
was so
would say
mad at
John-
Matt Damon for hanging around Mars.
He better fucking not. He better not come back here again.
Let's not forget that Matt Damon's character cheated in School Ties. How dare he?
Yeah.
And tried to blame Brendan Fraser. Double how dare he?
Now he's trying to grow potatoes on Wild Man's Planet.
Oh God, please don't.
Yeah,
do that,
he's
Matt.
trying to grow.
But
cute
But
on
yeah, but the
potatoes.
Bourne movies, people don't talk about now. People praise the chef. I mean, guess what? Nobody's talking about him anymore. Thank God.
That's actually true. Everyone
Yeah.
talks about the praise that they get, but no one.
It's Matt Damon right there,
I
Colin.
want to say 2017.
That's not
people
me.
stopped-
That's
That's not
unfortunately me.
That's not me either.
That's me, unfortunately. So
It's Ezra Miller. Yeah.
Ezra
it
Miller.
better not
Who's
be.
calling you,
Yeah.
seeing if you're in Hawaii.
Yeah. Trying to
But
figure
yeah,
out where you're
no.
at.
I mean, I agree. The Bourne films, outside of the first, they really become more of the same chase films with bad shaky cam. And I get that they're based off books, but I really don't care. The Bourne films are not that good. And They changed the action genre, but not in a good way. So I definitely agree with you, Wildman, on that.
Absolutely. John Wick saved us all from that shit.
Yeah, the Bourne Identity.
John Wick definitely did, because it showed that you can have over-the-top fights while keeping it all in one frame without shaking anything, keeping it steady. John Wick saved us.
Sure did.
When the Bourne Identity came out, like everybody talked about that, and it's like nobody cares about Bourne anymore.
No one cares about Bourne because Bourne is just. I mean, again, the first film was a pretty good, action thriller. It wasn't the greatest action movie of the last decade, like people make it out to be. But I mean, after that, people say that Bourne Ultimatum is one of the best action movies of the past decade.
Give me a fucking break. 2008, that came out in 2000. Rambo 4 was 10 times better. Jason Bourne stole its thunder that year.
Yeah. Is there?
Interesting question.
Definitely not Jared Leto.
Is he on Cameo? Oh, that's right. He is. I forgot. Yeah, Jared Leto.
This actress I keep talking about, I kind of have a crush on, Vanessa Shaw. I booked her. I haven't booked her, but I talked to her on there. I actually met her on GalaxyCon. She was cool. From Hocus Pocus. Vanessa Shaw, Hocus Pocus. Yeah, I have the video. She was cool.
I definitely know who I not book. Ezra Miller or Amber Turd.
Yeah.
No
Amber
way.
Turd.
Ernie Hudson's on there. He's on there.
That'd be cool.
Dolph Lundgren's on there. Michael Bean's on there.
To be Ernie Hudson.
Wesley Snipes, he's on there.
Don Johnson.
Yes, he's on there. He costs too much.
Yeah. Lower your price, Don.
Absolutely.
Look, I'll do it.
Don, be fair, please. Be fair.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think Weird Al is on there. I'm not sure. Speaking of Weird Al, did you see that trailer of Daniel Radcliffe playing Weird Al? That's going to be hilarious.
Looks interesting.
I mean, Matt Damon's a good actor at Mr. Car Productions. I mean, Good Will Hunting is one of his best performances.
But he's not an action star. He never was. He's a good
I don't know about
agree.
that. I think that he has the potential to be a great action star. I just think he needs to do other stuff besides Jason Bourne.
Yeah.
Are we talking about
movies
here?
like The Martian? Yeah.
We're talking about Matt Damon. And let me ask you, Wildman, is it because that he falsely identified himself as a Martian and made poop plants?
Maybe.
Another
reason why I can't stand the Bourne movies, that it led the way for James Bond's downfall, because people had to copy off that shit with Daniel Craig and all that bullshit that led to No Time to Diarrhea. Don't get me started with that.
I'll give you No Time to Die, but I am a Daniel Craig Bond fan.
That's your opinion, man. I'm just glad he's fucking gone. Finally, thank God.
Yeah, I would definitely not get a cameo.
I think we can all be scared for the new direction that Bond's going to take. I'm a little worried about that.
What is it?
I think they want to go with a female Bond.
They're not. They've been saying that for years. They're not going to go with that.
I hope not.
Like I said, do an R-rated Bond movie and get Scott Adkins and make Bond a martial artist.
If they do that, the Bond will kill, destroy.
He's gonna get blowjobs. He's gonna doggy style.
Wait. You mean Blofeld because you said blowjob?
Because think about it, James Bond. He's an exploitive grindhouse character. If you look at it,
yeah,
he's Pulp Fiction. He's part of that Pulp Fiction, the exploitation.
I wouldn't go as far to say Bond is like a grindhousey kind of character, though. I mean, he definitely doesn't fit that sleazy mold so much as he does fit the classical spy genre.
What do you think is going to happen though? Because now they've killed Bond.
They're gonna do an alternate reboot that he didn't die, and all. They're gonna do that because at the end James Bond returns. They said that James Bond will return.
They're gonna do a female Bond, man.
That tells you the whole thing with Daniel Craig was a fucking joke. It was a joke. It was not James Bond. It was just
How many years do you give it?
It was a joke.
How many years do you give it?
How many years did they?
Like, how do you think how long they're gonna wait until they go back to Bond?
I don't. Maybe
5 or 7.
But you know what? Who I like to see? I have 2 people I want to see as Bond girls. I want to see Kate Beckinsale and Natalie Portman.
Really?
Watch out, there's Amber.
I want to see some Laura Weaving as a Bond girl.
I can see
She'll
her.
be
I
all
like her. I like her. She's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
she
Weird
looks
Al
like.
movie, that's good. Oh, go ahead.
But like I said, I can definitely see Kate Beckinsale, especially Natalie Portman. I mean, I have so much deep respect for that woman. She seems like she has her head on her shoulders. She's a Harvard graduate. She seems like a very cool girl. I have deep respect for a woman, and she's gorgeous.
Yeah,
I can see her. I can
pretty
definitely
good-
see her pulling off a Bond girl for
Oh,
sure. She looks like a Bond girl.
Not Brie Larson?
No,
No.
Dude, do not give them ideas, John. Do not give
Yeah.
Hollywood ideas.
I know. I better stop right here. Because she hates white men. She'll probably hate Bond.
Oh no, yeah, that is the dumbest shit. She says, "I am deeply disturbed that I am being interviewed by white men." Like seriously,
shut
Brie
the
Larson?
heck up, please.
No. And then she
Shut
said,
up, Brie.
and then she said, when A Wrinkle in Time came out, it's like, I'm very disturbed because this movie's being reviewed by white people and not by the audience. And I'm like, Brie.
Up.
And I'm like, Miss Brie Cheese, just stop it.
Yes, stop it.
Fucking Brie Cheese. She can, I don't like it when she goes off on that.
And you put her on these stupid car commercials.
Now she's in Fast.
I don't know.
Oh God!
She
don't
wasn't
get
even
me
good as
started with
Captain
that
Marvel.
shit.
So why are they?
Just
Yeah.
You can get Helen Mirren in Fast and Furious, but please no Brie, please.
And Jason Momoa, I forgot he's in.
Oh God, not him, please. Let that franchise run out of gas already. Put
But
it in the fucking junkyard already. It's done. It's over. The ride is over.
They've already been to space.
I
What's
agree
gonna
with
happen?
you
They're
on
gonna go to a
that,
black hole.
But
The
let's
next
be
one.
glad to know that Jason Momoa is actually not a fan of Amber Heard.
I'll give him credit for that.
That I am glad to hear, because I thought he was for her, but then I realized that I heard he wasn't, so I'm glad to hear about that.
You can tell
But I
because it's
agree. I've
Hollywood.
never been a-
Because Hollywood is known for people who work with people they seem they're cool, but they don't like each other.
Is
That's
she out
Hollywood.
of
Oh, yeah.
Aquaman too? Because I heard they signed a petition.
I heard that she was out.
They got
I
like
hear
5
they want to
million
recast
signatures.
her with Amelia Clark.
They better.
hear
I
that
love
Mira
Amelia
might
Clark.
be
You
there.
know, I saw a deep fake. I saw a deep fake video of putting Amelia Clark on Amber Heard's face in Aquaman. She looks great.
Did you how many people signed the thing?
A
Like
lot of
5
people signed
yeah,
it.
like
A
5
lot of people
million.
signed it.
But let me ask you a question. Where is it? I want to sign it.
Let's find it.
Find
Let's,
it.
yeah, let's
Live.
find that petition.
People have been signing that like crazy. I heard.
4.5
People
million
need to realize that Amber Heard's pretty on the outside, but evil on the inside.
I got it right here.
Is it on change.org?
Yeah.
Is it remove Amber Heard from Aquaman 2? It
Yeah.
needs to get up to 4,500. 4,500, I think.
Well, it's working because I
course.
heard they're gonna. Well, it's working because I heard they're gonna take her out.
I know the goal is 4.5 million, and I've already got like 4.3 million. So they need another.
Let me see.
Well, it's
200,000.
working. It's working.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
working.
they got 4,300,850. People are signing as we talk.
Right on.
Yeah. Are you good?
They're signing it every day because they can't wait to get rid of her. I don't blame them.
Yeah, the Weird Al movie.
It's showing
It's going to be
exclusively
on
on Roku. I've never used Roku.
Oh, Steven, Scotty, have any of you guys seen Reacher yet?
I think Scotty's Mike's.
I want to see Reacher. I know that you're a big Jack Reacher fan,
I
but
love
I
Reacher.
haven't seen the show yet.
You got to check out the books.
looks good, though.
Definitely. You got to check out the books and the series. Definitely.
From what I understand, the season 2 is going to like follow the latest book or
So the 11th book called Bad Luck and Trouble is when the one that Reacher reunites with his old unit they used to team up with. They do one more job together because that character was in that book, but they decided to bring that character in this first season because I guess they wanted to show how Reacher got connections and all that. So they're going to make that the second season, which is a bummer because I would love to see Die trying.
I was about to say,
Is
like, do you
the
think
book
that's sort
series
of a
still going?
yeah?
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. How many
Well,
of them are out?
let me ask you guys a question. Are the sequel books good?
They're always good because they always get so much praise. Like I said, there's this group of fans called Reacher Creatures. They love them. They love them like crazy.
I was going to
Reacher
ask
Creatures,
Wildman,
that's
do you
a fun
think it's a
name.
good idea, like, because we're doing this show, like, because they're kind of stepping out of the order of the books.
You know, I guess I can understand, but still, yeah, because I heard a lot of people, they read the books out of order anyway. So, but yeah, it doesn't really matter to me. But
How
yeah,
many are there?
I think there's 25, 23 of them.
Holy crap!
Actually, I show. Well, while I'm in this, I have this, but I'll show
Of course,
I'm
yes.
still working on the audio, the Audible.
What is it? Damn. What is this?
Oh my gosh!
Is that a book? Is that the Reacher book?
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, I can hear you
Yeah.
pretty well.
There it goes. There it is.
It's the
Killing
first book.
Floor.
Oh shit!
I got this for like a few bucks.
How did you finish reading it? How'd you like it so far? Did you
I'm
finish
not like
reading?
on chapter 6, so I got a ways to go, but I still got the Audible. And I'm still subscribed to an Audible on Amazon, so I'm paying for it right now.
Take your time. I love to see
Yeah.
what else you think about it. What was your favorite chapter so far?
Well, I mean, I've seen the show before I even read the book, so it's kind of like it's very close. But right now, I'm kind of like on the part where he's at the jail, or he's been released from jail.
Right.
Because I'm only on, like I said, I'm on chapter 6, so it's not too far in. But
Awesome. I can't wait for you to read the rest. Yeah, I'm looking for. I'm glad that the show is a success. I'm looking forward to what else they're going to do with it. And like I said, I would love to see a Reacher Rambo crossover. And by the way, you did a good job with that video because it needs to happen. Those two guys together. It'll be epic.
that'd be cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Amber Heard's not a good actress.
Oh God,
Not very
no
good.
way. How
Nope.
the fuck did she get these roles anyway? I mean, she all these movies she's done that had that.
Well,
some
she
of
was
them were
dating Johnny Depp at the time.
Absolutely. No
Connection.
Yeah, even the lawyer, Johnny Depp's the lawyer, asked her about, because you got an Aquaman because of Depp, right? And she got a little offended.
Well, it's the truth.
Yeah.
It's the truth. Who else? Like, cause let's be real here. I don't think anyone knew who Amber Heard was, unless it was Aquaman or because she dated Johnny Depp.
The first movie that introduced me to her, which is funny because Cobra Kai is big now. Never Back Down, and that was like a Karate Kid ripoff with MMA. That was the first movie that introduced me to her. It came out in 2008, and then she did Pineapple Express. Of course, that became a huge thing. And then she did that shitty remake to Stepfather.
Really?
Yeah,
I
so her
don't think
track
she was in
record
that.
isn't even that good.
You guys remember Never Back Down?
Yeah, I remember.
I
mean,
didn't see it.
This is fun. It's fun because she was in that movie, and now we got Cobra Kai, and now everybody knows she's the most manipulating bitch ever.
I haven't seen Chronicles of Narnia since I was a kid, dude. But
I remember enjoying that movie. I like how Liam Neeson was the voice of the lion.
Yeah.
You got me
I mean-
thinking about like Cobra Kai and Amber Turd. Like, what would be that slogan? Like,
Oh.
turd hard, no mercy, something like that.
No mercy and no shit, but there is.
That's
Yeah.
a good one. That's a good one.
It'd
Ellen
be,
Barkin.
yeah, no, that's stupid. He's a jealous man. Fuck what she has to say, man.
I have Ellen. Come on, I love Ellen Barr. Come on, Ellen. Come on. Why you want to get
That
mixed
is
up in that shit?
ridiculous.
Come on.
I cannot believe she said that.
Come on, Ellen.
But, you know.
Come
Well,
on.
when Johnny Depp wins, you know, I bet you Johnny Depp is going to have something to say about that, Ellen. So there you go.
Come on, Ellen. You had to get mixed up in that. Come on.
No, yeah. He's a jealous man. Wah!
Yeah.
Jesus, Ellen.
By sleeping with the directors, I mean, probably. What is the worst action film you have seen? Okay. It's either Universal Soldier 2, the made-for-TV movie with Gary Busey. That one is one of the worst action movies I've ever seen. Kill Switch is awful with Steven Seagal.
Kill Switch. Oh, yeah, Attack Force.
I didn't see Attack Force, but Kill Switch, fuck, that movie's awful.
I have to go with Doom with The Rock.
That's the worst action film you've seen?
Yeah.
Robo
No,
Vampire.
no, I think it's one I can think of right now.
Well, Doom is certainly better than that god awful Doom that came out later.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen Robo Vampire?
No, I don't think I want to.
What vampire?
I'm curious.
Robo Vampire. Pretty awful.
Let me think. I actually want Death Squad with Rutger Hauer and Stephen. I think it was Stephen Baldwin's in it. That movie's horrible. May Rutger Hauer rest in peace. But Death Squad, one of the worst action movies I've seen in my entire life. I found it at a Dollar Tree and it's just awful. Oh dear God. Terminator Genesis is pretty bad.
I did not even see it, and I never fucking will.
You lucked out,
so you haven't
wild
seen
man.
Dark
That
Fate
movie's
either?
awful. Oh, Attrition with Steven Seagal is awful. Kill 'Em All with Van Damme sucks. The Bus Driver is horrible. And yeah, that a show. Well, I was gonna say Shogun Assassin because I love Lone Wolf and Cub, and I just think the,
Sorry, I was yawning.
Oh yeah, Shogun Assassin because I love Lone Wolf and Cub, and I just don't agree with the re-edit. There's a lot of shitty action films nowadays, unfortunately. There used to be a lot of good ones, but yeah.
Especially the Fast and Furious films.
Yeah.
I avoided that franchise, honestly. I've only seen a couple.
The only good action franchise we got right now is John Wick. That's it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for Scott Adkins teaming up with coming into the fourth film. Did you guys hear about that?
Yes, that was good. That was good. Oh,
Donnie
by
Yen.
the way, speaking of Stallone doing streaming series, did you hear about Arnold's new series?
No, I didn't.
There's
What's
a
he
photo
doing?
of him being on a motorcycle. It looks badass. I heard it's a spy TV show, which is good for him because that's how, if you're a big star and you become a has-been, that's the place to go. You go on TV. But I heard that Netflix is known for resurrecting careers. Like Winona Ryder, she did Stranger Things. It brought back her career. So hopefully it'll do the same thing for Arnold.
But what is the show about?
Hopefully,
I think it's a spy series, which is cool for him.
Right.
He needs something like that now.
Unfortunately, though, Netflix is going through a bit of a crisis, so hopefully his show
You know what?
does well.
Despite Netflix's problem, they still have some good shows. Stranger Things, Cobra Kai. I focus on those.
They have The Night Comes for Us, so that's good to me.
But you know what? You want a show on Netflix? Have you heard of Black Mirror?
I've seen an episode of Black Mirror.
You got to check that show out. People are calling it the new Twilight Zone because it totally represents where we're going with technology and where we are now in the world with technology and other situations.
Some of that show's pretty disturbing, but it's pretty good.
But there's this one episode I heard that was I saw it. It was very sweet. A very very sweet episode. It's called San Junipero. You ever heard of that episode?
No, I saw
you know what? You know what? The girl from Terminator Genesis,
Amelia Clark?
No. What's her name? I forgot her name. Mackenzie Davis. That was the role she was known for. That was the role.
Dark Fate.
That was the role she was known for before Dark Fate. It's 10 times better. Check that episode out. It's called
I will say, even though I hate Dark Fate, she was at least pretty good in Dark Fate. So I'll check out that episode.
Check her out in San Junipero because that's the other role she's known for in that episode of Black Mirror.
But did you ever see an episode of Black Mirror where this girl's husband died and she made like this android husband?
Yeah.
That one was pretty good.
Did you see the one with Miley Cyrus? That was pretty good. The one with Miley Cyrus, she was pretty good.
No, that is one of 2 episodes I've seen. I saw the episode where apparently, everyone's leaked history and stuff would go out to the world. I saw that one.
What about the episode where the guy had to have sex with the pig?
I did not see that. That sounds.
that was the first episode.
I have to check out the show.
You gotta check it out to understand why. You gotta check out to understand why.
I'll see it. Okay. I'll definitely look in more.
Mr. Carr has got a question.
I like Universal Soldier: The Return. It's not perfect, but
I went to go see that. I never had a problem with it. I just think it should have been better. It was 10 times better than that infamous straight to video sequel I heard that was trash.
Are you talking about the ones with Universal Soldier Regeneration and Day of Reckoning?
Yes. Everybody hated that. Everybody hated that movie. Everybody.
But I'll tell you what. The made-for-TV Universal Soldier sequels that did not even have Van Damme, those were the worst.
Even Burt Reynolds was in one of them.
I know. It was really, really bad.
Yeah,
I can see that as a streaming series. I can see that as a streaming series. Universal Soldier. I can see that.
Was that sometime after Boogie Nights?
Boogie Nights was a huge comeback for him. I know
And
this
then
was before Boogie Nights, but Boogie Nights that brought him back. He got nominated.
Did you
and lost
guys
to
ever
Robin
see
Williams.
White Lightning with Burt Reynolds?
I love White Lightning, and of
I haven't
course
seen that.
Gator was the sequel to that.
I think they're on
I've
two.
only seen White Lightning, but White Lightning's pretty good.
Have you seen him in Heat? I'm not talking about the one with
No, I didn't
Al
see
Pacino
Heat.
and De Niro. The other movie with him, it was called
I
Heat.
didn't see Heat, but I saw a
And that was
pretty
actually
good
a
action-
and they remade that movie with Jason Statham. It was he played they did a remake with Jason Statham.
Interesting.
Oh, I didn't know that. I saw Malone.
It was Wild
though,
Card.
recently.
Wild Card was the name of it. Wild Card.
Oh, I've heard
Yeah.
of Wild Card.
Donnie Yen.
But I saw
yeah, he's in
Malone
John before.
recently. That one was pretty good, Malone. Did you see that
I
one?
want
Wildman?
Jeff Speakman in John Wick and get him in Cobra Kai already. Give that guy a break.
Yeah.
He needs a break.
Can we get a Blu-ray of Deadly Takeover at this point?
Yeah, on Deadly
Like,
Ground.
why don't we
I
have
am
Deadly Takeover?
so proud they gave now
They did the
Cynthia
outbreak,
Rothrock on that show on Cobra Kai. I'm so happy they gave her credit when they mentioned her on that show.
But I
Yeah,
hear
that's
outside of acting, Jeff Speakman's doing some really cool stuff. I hear he's like a martial arts instructor now.
He is. He still got it, man. Get him in Cobra Kai, please.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
because
can
Jeff
definitely use his
Speakman-
Kimpo and Cobra Kai for sure.
I'm just looking at
Because
his
Jeff
IMDb.
Speakman is the real deal. Like he's not like he
the
doesn't
perfect
have
weapon.
people do his stunts for him.
And it really pissed me off when the last Jason Bourne movie came out in the poster. They called him the perfect weapon. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
No, he's not.
Same thing
Jason
with Steven
Bourne is
Seagal.
perfect.
Same
Yeah,
thing
they
with
did
Steven
movie.
Seagal.
Yeah, speaking of
strictly-
which, I know that Speakman didn't speak highly of Seagal, if I'm not mistaken.
No surprise.
Well, no one likes working with Seagal. That guy has an ego. I know. I think
the size of
Fabio
his
said there
chin.
was a story where they were supposed to do a movie. Him and Gary Daniels were supposed to do a movie, but Gary Daniels said that Steven Seagal was difficult and it never went through or something like that. I heard that was the story.
Of
But
course,
then
you heard. Of course, you know those stories about him and women. You've heard those stories about him.
Yeah, no, I've heard of those stories. I'm very disappointed. I know on Deadly Ground, he apparently flashed himself in front of like the lead actress or something
Oh,
like that
jeez.
outside of filming. Yeah, he
I think
flashed
that-
himself.
The one with
I
Gary Daniels.
think-
Is that Submerged? That they work on?
Yeah,
that?
I hear that was the story. Fabio said that movie was supposed to be something completely different, but Stallone rewrote the
Striptease
script.
had moments. I'll give it that.
Yeah. So
Demi Moore's
Submerged, that was
Oh, yeah.
supposed to be the movie.
What's that?
Submerged, yeah, that was supposed to be a completely different movie. Fabio said that because Fabio said that Seagal rewrote the entire film and it was supposed to be a completely different movie. And
It
apparently
could
Gary
have been a better
Daniels
movie if he shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
What would you have said if you were on set, Wild Man, and he was Steven Seagal?
Get your fucking head out of your ass. Shit out all that Big Macs. Go to the fucking gym and get back to fucking work.
Yeah, stop eating donuts, Seagal. Come on.
Yeah, stop
Stop
with a bunch of
doing
chicken
a
sandwiches.
song and stop doing a song encouraging me to look at your ass. No one wants to look at your ass. Just do your fucking
Stop dyeing
bits.
your hair and your beard.
Absolutely.
With your bad dye job.
Stop doing
Stop
music,
playing with your
Seagal.
guitar. Go to the gym and kick some ass. Be on the.
Oh my
get-
god,
get
I've
your ass
listened
on
to
the
some of
set.
his music. It's so bad.
Break into a
It's so
Snickers.
bad.
But he'll probably
Ugh.
eat too many Snickers. I don't know.
Can you imagine if he did one of those Snickers commercials where everybody was transforming into celebrities and all that?
Yeah.
I bet you that if Seagal were given a Snickers, he'd revert back to like the Nico stages of Above the Law Seagal, and then it'll be back to normal. Hey, you're not you when you're hungry. What's that supposed to mean? Just take this, and then he's back to normal.
He would be like, give me another one. Give me another.
And then he'll keep eating them,
Eating Snickers, yeah.
and then he'll be back to fat.
Yeah.
He'll just keep eating them.
Keep eating Snickers.
Like, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's so fucked up with him, man.
And
At least Van Damme, he's showing some effort. I give him credit.
No, yeah. And you know what's so funny? Seagal talked shit about Van Damme, but Van Damme's like, I don't take it personally. Maybe if Seagal, lost some weight or something like that, he could be an action hero. I love that Van Damme just doesn't take shit from anybody. I love
Mhm.
that.
And what's cool about him, he went through some shit himself with the drugs, but you know what? He got his shit together. He cleaned himself up, and now he's doing okay.
That's why
Get over
I
it.
have respect for Van Damme, because he's a humble guy. And I mean, I know that he can't do the kick anymore, but he still tries his best to be a martial artist, and he still
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
So
And if you guys have a song from back then that you can still listen to over and over again.
there's a lot.
There are a whole lot
I
of
can't
fucking
name
songs. I listen to. I'm a huge Billy Idol fan. I go back and listen to him any fucking time. I want to see a biopic on that guy. I love Billy Idol.
Speaking of biopics,
Too many
thoughts on the
songs.
Elvis movie that's coming out?
Enough. We've already had enough Elvis movies. Please.
Did we
And
actually
no more Elvis. We get
did
the
we actually have a
point.
biopic about Elvis? I don't know if we did.
Kurt Russell
Kurt
is
Russell.
the best Elvis. Please, enough. We get it. Thank you very much, but enough.
I think it's Van Damme.
We
Yeah,
get
Van
it.
Damme directed a couple of I think Van Damme directed a couple of his own direct-to-video films.
Yes, I think he did The Quest.
He did the Quest. He did the
directed The
Quest.
Quest.
The only film
Quest.
Seagal's ever directed was On Deadly Ground, I think. I could be wrong. but I
On
think
Deadly
that's the
Ground,
only-
that was like the first image
I like
glimpse
it.
of his downfall. But
it's fun.
it had moments though.
I mean, yes, it is. I mean, I know it's kind of like his downfall film, but I would say On Deadly Ground has some good moments. Like the action's really good. The action's really good. in
Under
On Deadly
Siege
Ground.
2, it's still good.
I love Under Siege 2. I think Under Siege 2 is one of his last good movies. Is Grimace.
Glimmer Man was good. I enjoyed Glimmer Man. Him and Keenan Ivory
I like
Wines.
Glimmer Man too.
That's a good one. Steven Seagal's Grimace from McDonald's.
He's Grimace with a big goatee.
Yeah.
Hey Ronald, let's swing me a couple of them burgers.
Give me a Big Mac. You can do that eyebrow thing.
and some nuggets. I need to throw them like ninja stars.
Yeah, sadly,
Don't forget the sweet sour sauce.
on Under Siege 2, apparently Jenny McCarthy tried to audition a role, and Seagal said something to her. She asked her to take off her clothes or something. And
Yeah,
then she
Under
tried-
Siege 2
I
apparently.
remember. I know that story.
And then
Everybody
he
knows.
apparently tried to hit on Katherine Heigl, who was 16.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah,
She was a fucking teenager. Do you see this the photo where he's touching her breasts at the premiere?
That's crazy.
What?
What?
I
Yeah,
did not see that image.
I didn't
Yeah.
see that.
Is that the
You
premiere
can.
of
She
Under
even
Siege
talked
2?
about it on YouTube. Go find a video. She's a video where she had an interview
God.
talking about that.
Oh, yep. I'm looking at the image. That's definitely not appropriate, dude.
Mhm.
Yep.
One
Gee,
87.
Steven.
Huh? Yep. I'm disappointed that Seagal is called Steven. He's making me look
187 is a very powerful, tough movie to watch. Well, I think it's one of
187?
Samuel L. Jackson's best performances.
I haven't seen it.
Never saw it.
I've seen it.
You want to watch
so
a movie about school, high school
Yeah.
in hell? Check out The Principal. That's a good movie.
with John Belushi? Yeah, I remember that.
You could tell
It was Gussie Jr.
they stole the idea for Lean on Me. The story of The Principal was based off the story of Joe Clark from Lean on Me, and after that movie,
Yeah, they do more a darker interpretation of it.
after The Principal, they did Lean on Me, and it was directed by John
Alvison, yeah.
who did the Karate Kid and Rocky.
Yeah.
I need to check that out.
That movie,
I
yeah,
think
that
it's on
movie made
Blu-ray.
Morgan Freeman a star. I know he did Driving Miss Daisy after that, but that movie made him a star.
Well, what really got him in Hollywood is actually doing that movie with Christopher Reeve called Street Smart.
He even said that's his favorite character he played.
Oh,
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman said
And
that?
sadly,
Yeah.
unfortunately, it damaged Reeve's career further, especially with Superman 4. And,
Yeah, because the reason why he did Superman 4 because to get
Yeah, to do
funding
that.
for that movie.
Yeah, if he did Superman 4, Cannon would film that pet project film Street Smart. I mean, it got good reviews, but they hardly gave it any theaters. And
Because of the shit that went down with Superman 4.
I haven't seen
Yeah.
Dangerous Minds, Mr. Carr.
Really? Dangerous Minds, I don't
No,
watch
who-
it much,
who
but
could forget
Michelle
Kuya?
Pfeiffer
Gangsta's
is
Paradise.
great in it. I know they did a TV series that had Annie Potts play the role. Of course, everybody knows that song, Gangsta's Paradise.
Yeah.
Of course, it was one of those movies about schools, about high schools, and of course, Stand and Deliver. You had The Principal, and those. I like those type of movies about high school problems. The class of 1984, those type of movies.
Yeah, Lean on Me's a good movie. Get this comment here. Still haven't seen Driving Miss Daisy.
Driving Miss Daisy, that won an Oscar for Best Picture. Yeah, Jessica
Yeah,
Tandy
and
was in it. That and Dan Aykroyd was in it.
Who can forget Hans Zimmer's score in that film? Too?
Oh yes, iconic score. Du, 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 du.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see here. Movie news. Movie web. Okay, really? That's happening. Law-abiding citizen. Yeah, there's a sequel to Law-abiding citizen happening.
How is that going to
Why?
work?
It wasn't even
How
that
did
good of
that
a
work?
movie.
Because
It was good for the most part. Just
Gerard Butler died. How are they going to do that?
He's producing, but I don't know if they're going to do.
Law-abiding citizen is a good movie. They did a TV series of the Lincoln Lawyer on Netflix. I haven't watched it yet, but I love the movie with Matthew McConaughey.
What do you guys think about the She-Hulk trailer?
I don't fucking know, man. I'm done with Marvel. It looks okay.
CGI is really bad. I'll say that.
Yeah,
I'm
CGI
done
is
with
pretty
Marvel. I'm done. I will go see the new Thor, but I'm done. I'm fucking done.
How about stop promoting these new female leads to create your fucking woke culture? I've had enough of
Exactly.
if you go woke, you go broke. It's that
Absolutely.
simple.
That's the truth.
That's actually very true.
Why is the Hulk still, doing the Urkel bit? Like,
exactly. It's cool they brought Tim Roth back. Come on, get rid of the fucking Urkel Hulk. Enough.
Yeah. The Urkel.
I was waiting for Hulk to say, "Did I do that?
Did I do that?" No one wants to see that.
I haven't seen Gladiator from.
That is a very good underrated movie with that title. I know people know the Russell Crowe movie, but check this one out. Cuba Gooding Jr. is a very good movie. Brian Dennehy, he plays a real asshole in it. Very good movie.
Another boxing movie around that time as good as Dickstown.
That was good too. James Woods, Louis Gossett Jr. Very good one. Another good one.
Yep.
I just don't care for the whole movie. I think it just goes way too far in certain areas that just it's a little bit too excessive.
Much sums it up, Johnny Jerry. I agree with it. The ending was,
and
I don't think they were going to maybe have one at one point, but they changed it or something.
Jamie Foxx did an okay job along with Gerard Butler. I really liked
you even had Bruce McGill who was in there, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And let's not forget he's appeared in Last Boy Scout. He's in
Reacher. He appeared in Reacher,
and also appeared in MacGyver. Good friend of Mac. I'm sure you know that, John.
I mean, I dig revenge films, but for me, Law-abiding citizen is kind of.
Oh, you're talking about the MacGyver reboot?
No, I'm talking about the original MacGyver. Yeah.
I love the MacGyver original series. Still got to get the Blu-ray. Rust, producer, remains hopeful that the film will be finished after police investigation.
Why? Why do they need to make Rust still? Someone died.
How after the shit that's been going on with Alec Baldwin, how are they going to go through that? Just let it go.
Yeah, cancel it.
Isn't that just extremely disrespectful?
And how in the heck is Alec Baldwin still doing this? Why is he still working?
Alec Baldwin doesn't even care that she died. He said, I don't feel guilty about killing her.
Did you see that interview with her husband? He was pissed. He was fucking pissed.
I can't blame the guy. Fuck Alec Baldwin. He needs to you know what? At first I was like, oh, poor Alec Baldwin. I'm like, no, dude, you fucking were the producer. You should not have had live rounds. You should not even have the gun at that scene. How can you not feel guilty?
You should have took note from Brandon Lee, man.
Yeah.
You know what? You know how Amber Heard's got her nickname Amber Turd. You know who should. Speaking of Alec Baldwin, you know what his nickname should be? Smart Alec Baldwin. Smart Alec Baldwin. He's a smart Alec.
What do you?
Yeah, he's a huge fucking smart Alec.
I know Trump definitely gave him some shit on that.
Oh God! I don't even want to go through that. That was a joke. That was a joke.
You think he's just gonna
Well, I just don't like that. Well, as for the Trump thing, I don't think that he should have made light about a bad situation. However, I still don't agree with Alec Baldwin either.
You remember that bullshit he did with his daughter on the phone? You remember that?
Yeah, called her a pig or something like that.
Yeah,
disgusting.
Ruthless little pig is what he said, I believe.
Oh, Common Writer says maybe they could still go through with the.
I don't think they should even make.
Leave it alone. Let it go. It's over. Let it go. Stop it. Stop production.
It should
it's
not
over.
have happened.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Give the woman some peace.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's how you can.
I mean, how do you think it would feel for her? And I don't mean this as like, look, because to me it's like this. How do you think it would feel for Helanya Hutchins's son and husband to see that movie, knowing that their wife and mom died? I don't know. I just don't think that's very. I don't think they should make Rust. I think that Rust is one of those things that just should just exactly let it go.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of Obi-Wan? You think that's going to be good?
Rust is.
I don't have faith in Disney anymore.
I heard that. I heard the ending leak. I heard that someone's not a fan of it, and if it's true, it's probably going to be shit. And maybe Kenobi's not going to be in there a whole lot.
We got Stranger Things season 4 coming out the same day. We got the only good thing that's going to come out of that day is Top Gun Maverick. That's it.
I heard Obi-Wan is barely going to be in it.
That's what I heard too. I heard that's the leak. That's the leak. That woke
all I'm going to say is this. Kathleen Kennedy needs to leave Star Wars.
She does.
Kathleen
fucking does. She's worse than Amber Heard.
Cunty. That's her fucking name. Kathleen Cunty.
Just like Amber Heard.
Go away. And George Lucas needs to slam the law on that bitch. Fuck her.
George Lucas needs to get his head out of his ass.
I have a plan to make a movie that's going to do the sequel.
Get your head out of your ass.
Give her a big fuck to the Kennedy for sure.
Scotty, man, that's a great reaction. I love it.
That's what I was actually thinking of, making a movie that would retcon the sequel trilogy. Luke returns, and I have an idea of maybe having a character that's based around Kennedy, and Luke kills her in the end, basically.
Damn.
Just to make her a big fuck you. And also, I might think about dragging Rey and making her evil in the end. But guess what? We're gonna have 2 Skywalkers fighting the evil Rey and the unexpected villain that comes back. That's why.
It's just that
Kathleen Kennedy and Natalie
Kennedy
should do a movie.
Looks at it as a product. She looks at it as a Disney product to sell.
She looks at it as a fucking feminist bitch. That's what she looks at in her woke crap.
Oh no, yeah, that I agree with as well. She's
and the fact that I heard what she did with Indiana Jones 5, and
no,
I heard
what's going on with Indiana Jones 5?
It's going to be Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, I don't know if you've heard that. Apparently, it starts off promising, but apparently, they introduced like they show Indy when he was young. I guess they're going to DH Harrison, and apparently the old Harrison somehow gets shot and dies, and the old and the new.
What?
Oh, please!
Yeah, and
apparently
no, that is the dumbest shit I ever.
And apparently, somehow the younger Harrison or the younger Indy somehow gets sent back elsewhere, and I think they're going to leave it on a cliffhanger. And apparently, Phoebe takes the hat or something. He's going to.
Oh God! Please,
no,
somebody fired.
That's
already
a much better
people off
movie.
of Netflix. You know, you hear about Nectar firing all these woke employees, just like at Twitter. They're firing all these people from Twitter. They're firing all these people from Netflix. Thank God they keep on doing it. Get rid of these fucking people already. Enough.
Yeah, they need to get
exactly because all they care about is an agenda. They don't care about making a movie. They don't care about anything. They just want to shove forced inclusivity.
Yeah, they want to shove their fucking agenda down our throats, pretty much.
It's really ridiculous, and it's ruining good films.
You know what? Shove that agenda down your fucking cum hole. That's what you need to do.
Shove it down your shove it down your ass and shove it up your cunt too as well.
These people need to wipe their ass with sandpaper and feel the burn. Okay.
Apparently, I might have gotten.
The
reason why my contract wasn't extended my own job because I mentioned Chad and Tyrone, and apparently that's racist or something.
Yeah, people like to throw around the word racist like way too
the
much.
The word racist, it's overplayed now. When people say, you don't take them seriously anymore.
I saw a Letterboxd review. I saw a Letterboxd review of Temple of Doom saying, "Oh my God, Temple of Doom is racist and offensive."
Shut up!
What?
Fucking get out of here, dude! Like really,
How's
Temple of Doom.
racist?
I never watched the movie as a kid and was offended. I love short
when you
round.
hear people say that, you know that's the way of saying.
They were probably sheltered when their mommy didn't pay enough attention to them.
It's probably the same guy that said Die Hard 5 is the best of the franchise. Remember that article?
Who said that? That is the dumbest shit I've heard again all day.
Yeah, Brain Braff did a video on that. He read the article and did a reaction to the article.
Please fire more of these people. Fire more of these people. Please fire them all. Fire more of these people.
No, that was a joke. They need to be canceled. They're not working.
That wasn't a joke.
I'm
It
glad
wasn't a
Elon
joke?
Musk. I'm glad Elon Musk bought Twitter,
Yeah.
and he's firing everybody.
Yeah, he's
That
getting,
wasn't a
yeah.
joke.
Hopefully,
That
he can
is
take over
insane.
Lucasfilm and fire all those fucking crazy ass.
He needs
bitch
to buy
people.
everything. He needs to buy YouTube. He needs to buy Warner Brothers. He needs to buy all Marvel, Disney,
Lucasfilm.
fire them
He
all.
has the money.
and get and resurrect 20th Century Fox and actually have some legitimately smart people running that company. Because unfortunately,
All right,
even
see you,
before the
Kamen Rider.
Disney buyout, Fox wasn't even they've always been making poor decisions. If you can honestly relate to that, right? 20th Century Fox.
Fox has always been making poor decisions.
Yeah, they've always been
Especially
making
when
poor
they
decisions.
used to still have that little, especially when they were making Marvel movies.
Because the guy that wrote that article, going back to that, or Die Hard 5, he says that is the best in the franchise on his letterbox.
He's serious?
Yeah.
He is serious? That guy is on crack.
Yeah, he's smoking
That guy
some
is on
really fucked
crystal
up
meth.
shit right there.
Yeah, and on his letterbox, he gives Jaws 4. He says it's pretty good.
Please.
Jaws
Okay,
4
this guy's trolling. That is a troll account.
I
dude.
can watch it
That's
as
gotta
a
be a troll.
guilty pleasure, but jeez.
Jaws 3 was better than that movie. It was
No,
perfect, but it was better.
He has a podcast, though.
Oh, he has a
I'm gonna be
podcast.
honest. Jaws 2 was my favorite. I remember watching Jaws 2
That's probably
first.
the
I've
best
only ever
sequel.
seen the first. I love the first, but I never saw the sequels.
The sequel,
First is a great movie.
I watched first.
And
Like,
the director of that one actually went on to do Supergirl, which was actually a decent film.
I grew up with Supergirl. I had problems, but it was fun.
Yeah, I'm
if
looking
you
at
saw
his
if you
letterbox.
saw the extended versions, they're much better, I think. Than the
I watched the Supergirl TV show. It was okay for a while. Then it got all woke and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard that.
Just like with
but that's the
Batwoman.
CW for you. That's
Yeah.
the CW. They start off
I
good
get-
and then they go to shit.
Yeah,
you know what?
I-
I'm
I know what
glad
they
that
could use. They could
Netflix is
definitely use
slowly
a
getting
cock
their
in
head
their mouth.
out.
That's what they need.
I'm glad that Netflix is slowly getting their head out, and they're canceling all these woke ass shows. I'm glad.
That makes me happy to hear.
Mr. Carr, this is the article that some guy wrote on Comic Book. I'll find the link later, but his letterbox, he gives Die Hard a 5, like 4.5 out of 5 stars.
Oh please.
And he
That
says the
movie
court-
is a good day to suck balls.
He says
that movie sucks.
he says the courthouse to car chase to the safe house is an underrated masterpiece in action. Fuck one,
Jesus.
fuck 5.
Really?
I was going to say there's another article that said that Chuck Norris and Jennifer Love Hewitt were the worst actors ever.
That is a severe overstatement. Chuck Norris is a good actor.
He is.
Yeah.
He's not perfect,
He's-
but
He's not perfect. And same with Jennifer Love Hewitt, but they're actually solid actors, I think. Not to mention, well, not right now.
And their
Jennifer
movies
Love was
are more-
fucking
and their
gorgeous.
movies
I definitely
are
wanted
very
to see
memorable.
her.
the movies are meant to be entertaining, not meant to be some artsy fossy Oscar winning caliber all the time. Lighten
Yeah.
the fuck up.
You know what? I laugh at the people that are so offended by Invasion USA. I'm like, it's a fucking movie,
It's
guys. Get
fun.
over it.
entertaining.
It's fun. It's
It's
a
an
fantasy.
entertaining
That's the type of hero we need now. Instead of all the
Chuck
superhero
Norris
crap.
blows up the main villain with a rocket launcher. It's
Charles
time to
Bronson
die.
does the same
Yeah,
thing in
and Death
Wish
Wish
3.
4, right? Death Wish
This is
4.
the type of heroes we need now instead of these superhero crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need
Yeah, Bronson was
badass.
definitely unleashed in Death Wish 4.
Death Wish 4 I like. I think
Death
that's an
Wish
underrated
4,
film.
Death Wish 4, it had moments, but I no,
Invasion
for me,
USA
it ended with
Hey,
the
hey,
third one.
let Chad
Death
speak.
Wish
Let
ended
Chad
with the
speak.
third one.
Wait. Chad, what did you have to say about Invasion USA?
What?
What did Chad have to say about Invasion USA?
He tried to hashtag and hash brown cancel it.
Hash brown.
Come on, put on the
cancel
chat.
Invasion USA.
I want to hear what the Chad's going to say. Was the Chad great?
Invasion USA is too much cheesemo. Hash brown to Twitter. Cancel Invasion USA via the Twitter.
Hey John,
Chad,
I was
let
thinking
me
about
ask you a
doing
question.
something like you. I was going to probably be
wait.
Chad Cancelton the first.
What?
Let me ask you a question. Does Chad Cancelson's diet consist of LaCroix, avocado toast, whole wheat bread, that kind of shit?
Yeah.
Does he really love some organic
Wheatgrass. Gotta have your wheatgrass
some
shakes.
grape nuts? Grape nuts?
He also identifies as a Miller.
Oh yeah, no. Chad Cancelton is a huge
So
fan
Chad
of
will
Ezra
definitely
Miller.
go down on Ezra Miller. That's good to know.
Oh yeah.
Angel
But
Heart.
you know what? When I
Thoughts on
watch,
Angel
when I watch Invasion USA, I remember someone did this on YouTube. They took that movie and it took that movie and Red Dawn together. And it kind of fits because it's an invasion. Can you imagine if Chuck Norris was in Red Dawn?
That would have been cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he would have definitely teamed up with some. He definitely would have.
Chuck Norris and the Roveries.
For sure.
Chuck
I
Norris
actually
and the
don't know which one I
Roveries.
like more: Lone Wolf McQuade, or Invasion USA. Those are
I
tied for my
like
favorite.
Delta
Speaking of
Force.
Lone
Delta
Wolf, that's
Force
actually
kicks
available
ass.
for free on
Delta Force
YouTube.
kicks ass. And I
What
love
is for
Code of
free on YouTube?
Silence. That was
A
filmed
Lone
here in
Wolf
Chicago.
McQuade, actually. It's actually for
Oh.
free on YouTube.
Angel Heart's a good movie.
I gotta watch that movie again. And wait, Code of Silence is your favorite Wild Man?
No, yeah, I love Code of Silence. It was filmed right here in Chicago.
I think that movie is okay, but I gotta rewatch it.
But you know what?
'cause
I'm gonna be the Chuck Norris movie I really enjoy is Delta Force. I love the theme song.
I like Delta Force a lot.
And the
Robert
motorcycle, him and the
Forster's
motorcycle
Strange
man. Oh man,
That rocket motorcycle, I want that to happen. Why can't we have that?
everybody wanted that.
I want
but
that
Mr.
rocket
Carr-
motorcycle.
So, Mickey, you want to talk bad about Robert De Niro?
Yeah, Angel Heart's a good movie.
I haven't seen Angel Heart.
Robert De
It's good.
Niro, that guy really fucked himself over. What the fuck
He
happened? to him?
changed. I don't know if I agree with Robert.
He's
De
fucking
Niro.
woke. He's woke.
Yeah.
He became a white knight simp,
He's a woke.
right?
He's a woke old ass now.
I also hear
Basically,
he's an
he's
asshole in
basically
real life.
white knight simp, right?
No wonder
Pretty much.
Pacino. No wonder Pacino was better than him. Pacino seems cool. He's laid back. He
Yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
doesn't get mixed up in that woke crap. He's enjoying himself. I love Pacino, man. I have very
The
deep respect for him.
only thing people can accuse Pacino of is that he's really loud, but he's a nice guy.
Yeah, he's an
Yeah.
actor.
I mean, for crying out loud, he did a movie with Adam Sandler for crying.
Yeah. I'll probably
We
go
don't
for
talk
30
about
minutes.
that.
And of course, Scarface. I know John have seen. Have you guys seen Scarface? What do you think of
I
Scarface?
love that's in like my top 10 favorite films.
What did you think of the video game?
That was fun.
Oh, for the original Xbox, I want to get it. I'm like on the hunt for that game because it's reverse compatible with the 360. I want to play the Scarface: The World Is Yours. That game looks awesome.
I heard that
I hear it's canon too. Is it true that game is
it
canon?
is canon
Wild
because
Man?
it's a what if story because you get to change his fate. Like you kill the guy who kills you from behind.
Who shotguns in the back?
Yeah, What that was different at the time. It was very ingenious because no one's done that. Okay, you can bring back a character because it kind of leads to now how you can bring back a character in a like fan fiction or reboots or whatever. You know,
Right.
I thought that was
Yeah.
an ingenious idea at the time. Bring because that character was so loved that they wanted to bring him back for a video game, and you can continue on with the story. And of course, you know about the canceled sequel to that game, right?
I've heard of that. Yeah.
And check
That's
this out.
very
Check out the
unfortunate.
story. Check out the story of that game. Tony Montana goes to Las Vegas.
Interesting.
What?
He goes to Las Vegas.
That fits with the character, actually. I think that would have been cool if
Say
they would have done
Viva
it.
Las Vegas. Say hello to my little friend, motherfuckers.
Yeah, no, because like Florida, Las Vegas is a very over the top place, like Miami. So it would make sense.
Because
And
there's
Huh?
everybody. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in Vegas. With the money and all that.
Oh yeah, Vegas is the king of crackheads.
Yeah.
Apparently, I heard that it was Robert De Niro who was the one being made to Mickey work on the set of Angel Heart, and that's why Mickey talked bad about him.
There was going to be there was footage of a Taxi Driver game, but they canceled it.
Interesting.
I don't know if Taxi Driver. I wonder how that would have played out. Would it have been like
It was a
third-person shooter?
vigilante type game. Make that a Death Wish game. What about that?
We need a Death Wish game.
And bring
but-
back that fucking Dirty Harry game. They fucking better do that shit.
I'll probably go on for another 30 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Okay.
that'll be 3 hours. And
Yeah, right now I'm making some lunch. I'm gonna have the.
But you know what? You know what movie I would like to see a game that could do with Scarface? Leon the Professional. Because
I don't know, man. I mean, Leon
Because-
as a game, how he's dead.
no. But listen. I had the idea. They can do with Scarface. Like, what if he didn't die and he continued to
Oh.
raise and train Natalie Portman, and he becomes his partner, and they can. And now that she's an adult, they can take their relationship to the next level. It can, since she's now an adult, it can maybe lead to something romantic now that she's an adult.
So like maybe instead of just like blowing himself up with Gary Oldman, he just throws
I was thinking like this, just like the Scarface game. What if he knew that Gary Oldman was behind him and he turns around just like in the game? You can kill him, and then you escape, just like Scarface.
That'd be cool.
I haven't seen Army of the Dead.
I've seen Army of the Dead. It's very mediocre. It's nothing special. I think Zack Snyder, he's going way over his head. He wants to do so much with this universe. Army of the Dead is disappointing. I mean, it's a zombie film that takes place in Vegas. The Vegas setting really isn't there for me at all. The CGI is really bad. Dave Bautista's not good in the movie, and the script and characters aren't very good. It's also very slow. Army of the Dead's not that good, unfortunately. And neither is Army of Thieves. It's slightly better, but it's not that good.
Fifth Element video game?
Cool.
There was a Fifth Element video game. It was for PlayStation.
Really?
Oh, wow. Now I want to look this up.
But like I said, I can see them doing something of Leon the Professional, making it. I can see them still doing a sequel. They can definitely bring Natalie Portman back for sure.
Okay.
Oh, that is interesting. Yeah, I'm looking at the Fifth Element for PlayStation.
I wonder how much it is on eBay.
Yeah, they can do something like the Scarface game. They can bring Jean Reno and Natalie Portman back to lend their voices, and they can do an alternate story like what if he didn't die and he raises her to be a professional, and now that she's an adult, it goes to a romantic relationship.
They have disc. The Fifth Element for PlayStation is disc only. It's going for $10.
Oh, okay.
Steven, what were you saying?
I mean, wait, actually, what was I saying? I was wondering how much the Fifth Element game was going for. And I think that John, and going back to the Leon thing, I think Renault would do it. I mean, he's not doing much now. Natalie Portman, they'd probably get her. I mean, if they do it, I think it'd probably be like a third-person shooter, maybe.
I can see it as like a Hitman type, because the company,
like a stealth game?
Adosi, they do the Hitman games. So I can see them, because you can tell the Hitman games was inspired by that movie. Because it can be like that, the Hitman type, like that game, those games are.
I mean, yeah, you could definitely see some of the influences that Hitman took from Leon.
I saw the history of Hitman, and they say they were inspired by Jean Rue as well.
Oh, Hitman?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Hitman's great. Unfortunately, they never made a good movie.
Oh, God. I saw some good fan films. I saw some good fan films on here.
I'm going to have to look those up then.
I'll tell you, fan films, though, do 10 times better than what Hollywood is doing. And these
right,
are
because I hear that the Scream Legacy movie is better than Scream 5.
I'll be right back. Keep talking.
I was going to ask what y'all think of the Hitman with Chuck Norris.
I love that movie. I love it. That was his most badass. I heard he got critical acclaim for that.
I haven't seen it.
He was badass in that with the mullet and all that, that gun and all that. Oh man,
wasn't that like his last movie he did for Canon?
I think so, but he went out with a bang. I'll tell you that much.
Did you ever like the sequel to Delta Force 2, Wildman?
The first one is such a classic. You didn't need another one.
I definitely don't want to see Delta Force 3. I'll tell you that much. That movie looks awful, Delta Force 3.
You don't have Chuck Norris in it.
You have his son.
Yeah, but still, just put them both in there.
Yeah. Why can't? Oh, speaking of Chuck Norris, did you know his brother Aaron Norris actually, served in Nam?
Yeah, one of his brothers died. The other brother died.
That's sad, but that's why But that's probably why Chuck Norris wanted to do Missing in Action.
You remember that one scene in part 2 where they're about to burn his body and you see Chuck Norris's reaction? He even said that he was so emotional. He always wanted to do that one scene once. So he didn't. So he really got into that scene.
Yeah, Missing in Action 2 has some great
Mission in
moments.
Action 3, Braddock, that's when it went to the roof. I enjoy it because you can tell they're copying off of Rambo because they called it Braddock. I really enjoyed that one.
That might be the best one, honestly, in my opinion.
Vaughn.
I love the sun he has in that. I love the finale where they try shooting down the helicopter. Missing in Action 3 is definitely the most underrated. That Blu-ray for Missing in Action 3 goes for like $300 online. It's ridiculous.
You guys like Spawn from '97?
I have moments with that, but it should have been better. It should have been better. And get Michael Jai White back, please.
I want to check out the animated series they did back in the day.
I want to try that too. Yeah, Keith David does the voice. He did the voice for the video game Mortal Kombat.
By the way,
I love Keith David. What you got?
Oh, a T-shirt. Got it. Yeah. And so I'm going to a convention next Saturday, and I got myself a shirt.
Nice, man. Definitely tell us who you get your autographs for and stuff.
This is from TeePublic.
So who's going to be the guest of your con?
A few people. I mean, it's not a big one, but Daniel Harris is going to be there.
You
Scott-
lucky fuck, you lucky fuck.
What?
Ask her about what's the movie with with Bruce Willis. I forget the
Last
name.
Boy
It's such
Scout.
a
I was
movie.
about to say the same
Yes.
thing. Last Boy Scout. Ask her.
Ask
about
her
that.
about the Last Boy Scout because that movie's awesome. Ask her
Oh.
what it was like to work with the Wayans and stuff. Like
William
one of the
Forsythe.
Wayans.
William Forsythe is going to be there.
Oh, can you ask William Forsythe about the Raised in Arizona and Extreme Prejudice? Extreme Prejudice. That's a very underrated movie. With
That
Nick
movie's
Nolte.
awesome.
Nick
It's coming out
Nolte
on-
is a
it's already out on
badass in that
Blu-ray.
movie.
Clint Howard. Clint.
Howard?
Ask him
Yeah,
about
Howard.
ask him about Tango and Cash. Hey, Slinky.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
He was also in Ticks for a little bit.
Yeah, Stephen Williams, who played X in the X
Oh,
Files.
don't forget 21 Jump Street. He was in 21 Jump Street.
Oh, that's right.
Hey, John, since you're meeting Danielle, ask her more about the back-to-back film that she did. I'm curious about that.
We
I
got,
told her that we even did a watch party.
Hey,
that's what I got in the mail. Yeah,
cool shirt.
shiny
Cool shirt.
shirt.
I gotta give that movie a second chance. I for some reason, whenever I watch The Shining, I'm not in love with it. I don't know.
Oh, really?
Maybe it's my mind.
Really?
You definitely
Yeah,
should
no,
watch
I mean, I've seen
the
that movie.
TV show. I heard that was really
What
good.
did you think of the TV movie with
Steven Weber.
You mean the '90s version?
Yeah, Steven Weber is his name.
I never saw that one. I hear that Stephen
it was
King-
okay, but I preferred the original. I mean, even Stephen King said he wasn't a fan of Kubrick. Whatever, Stephen.
Yeah, no, Kubrick. Well, I heard that a film professor of mine said that Stephen King was very happy when Kubrick died, which is fucked up.
What?
Well, yeah,
He was happy that he died.
I don't know for sure, but that's what my film professor said.
Gee.
What do you say?
My
I'm
film
sorry.
professor said that Stephen King was happy when Kubrick would die or something like that. I could be wrong about that, but that's
Maybe King was too coked up or something. For all I know.
yeah.
Yeah, probably.
He was off drugs in the 80s. I mean, he did Maximum Overdrive. That's a very good movie. He did that movie Coked Up, but it's a good movie.
Now, for anyone that's
he hates
listening
that
in the
movie.
chat,
Even he hates that
I
movie.
could be wrong, but that's what I hear. So, yeah. And she, yeah, no, but she was a good professor, so I don't think she was lying. But anyways,
Oh, The
Actually,
Shining's a
I
good
haven't
movie.
I gotta give it a rewatch, man, because every time I watch it, I'm just not into it. I don't know why. I really want to give that movie a second chance.
Here's Johnny.
Yeah.
Jack
has good
Nicholson,
moments,
that's
though.
so iconic line. That's so iconic.
I
Of course,
will
everybody
say-
knows it from Johnny Carson, but he took it to a whole other level, man, with that line.
By the way, I got a shirt last night. I'm going to show Wild Man Beyond here.
Sure.
You guys keep chatting.
I mean, have you all seen or heard? Of course, we've heard of it. I like it. I think it's a good movie. I think that, if anything, it's the best Doctor Strange film we've gotten.
I liked it better than the first one. I had fun with
The
it.
first one for me is very average. I don't really think much of the first Doctor Strange,
I thought it was
honestly.
a
but
solid
the second
entry
one-
for sure, especially for Scott Derrickson, because he had done really hard-based films.
You know what's cool about the first one though, is that in the first one, Scott Adkins is in it. He's not big in it, but he's one
Yeah,
of
I
the
remember
henchmen
he
of
was
Matt
in that.
Nicholson.
He was in it. Ah!
the Cobra Kai.
There you go. All right.
So I got to watch that.
Well,
Watch
okay,
that.
Johnny Jerry, you are right about that. Kubrick was apparently a huge shithead to Shelley Duvall. Like, he fucked her up mentally.
Is that
I
why
have
she
heard
ended up
about that.
the way she was, especially in that recent Dr. Phil interview?
Oh, guess
Yeah.
what? I got me a Miyagi-Do shirt now.
That's awesome.
I want to get the little
Oh.
thing that Danielle wears, the little logo. I want to get that.
So, any person that does that isn't very good. So I will agree that Kubrick definitely pushed things too far. But,
Yeah.
I mean...
Oh, by the way, I just got me a Miyagi-Do shirt. I got a Miyagi-Do shirt now. I now got Cobra Kai, Eagle Fang, and Miyagi-Do now.
Yeah, you gotta show it sometime.
I sure will. But that's badass, that shirt. I'm glad you got one, man. There you go.
$8.
I can't wait to see the
Wow.
Martian in the shirt.
I fucking love that show, man. I'm so happy it's getting a lot. It definitely deserves the respect it's getting. I'm so happy for that show. I love it.
Tommy
I never saw Tommy Knockers. But,
Me?
I know...
Me neither.
I've heard
Or
that.
Shelley Duvall. Shelley Duvall.
Yeah, I was asking
I feel-
what you thought about the interview with Dr. Phil.
Oh man, she was messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sally.
No, yeah, that was a little bit too much from Kubrick. But I still feel bad that he's dead. But I don't agree with the way he treated Duvall.
What did you think of his last movie, Eyes Wide Shut?
I haven't seen
I
it.
didn't see that one. The only Kubrick
I've seen
films
it.
I've seen are. Oh
Did you
yeah.
like it?
It was okay, I guess. I mean, from what I heard, I don't know if this is this was a rumor going on. Apparently, Arlie Yarmy mentioned that Tom Cruise was control freak on that movie and had things change or something. Supposedly,
You know, I would not be
That's true.
surprised, especially coming after the fact that Tom Cruise apparently shuts down film sets due to the COVID restraints and how he gets agitated. I wouldn't be surprised.
He seems like a nice guy, but when it comes to business, he has a little bit of an ego like Stallone.
No,
and
yeah.
unfortunately, his Scientology beliefs.
He needs to get away from
actually,
that.
he's not a
He needs to
Scientologist
get away from
anymore.
it. Yeah, I agree. He needs.
I heard he was going to move to Florida, but something happened. I heard he was going to walk away and move to Florida somewhere.
But I heard that Tom Cruise isn't a Scientologist anymore.
Good.
I hope
He
not.
isn't?
Yeah, no, because Scientology, and I don't care. Listen, I respect everyone's opinion, but if you ask me, Scientology is a cult.
I agree. Everybody thinks that. Everybody
Well,
thinks
I'll say
Scientology.
this: at least it's not a sex cult like with what's her face, Allison, whatever the fuck her name is from Smallville.
Allison Mack.
Allison Mack. Oh, that bitch, man.
That treacherous coward cunt that she is.
I mean,
I think
how
we-
can anyone take what Scientology is seriously? First of all,
Why you think
have to-
Nicole Kidman and Katie Holmes left him? Because they didn't want to be part of that shit. They knew it was crazy.
Also, that's a fucking religion where you have to pay to take courses in it. So there you go. That tells you something about Scientology.
And by the way, you know the guy who plays the captain in Chicago PT, Jason Begay. I work as an extra. He was once Scientology. He left. He had this. There's this video of him talking about how ruthless it is. I'm glad he left.
Who?
Wow.
Jason Begay
Oh, yeah, I
from
was gonna say
Chicago
Jason
PD.
Begay was in there.
Jason Begay
Those
from Chicago
motherfuckers
PD.
wanted to overthrow the government back in the day. Yeah, apparently they wanted to do that. They were insane. Scientology is a cult, unfortunately.
Everybody
Yeah,
knows
Yeah,
it is.
just like that Amway is a cult as well. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, some dude almost
Amway?
tried to get me in there, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that.
So what was
Amway.
that? Yeah,
What's up?
The group that Allison Mack was. Yeah,
Nexium.
next to him. Yeah,
What is next to them?
That's
like
the
a
cult that
sexual-
Alice Mack was a part of. It was
They
the-
branded them. They branded their bodies.
yeah,
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
yeah. And
yeah.
that
Do you know who she
Keith-
is, Stephen?
Keith, dude,
She was on Smallville, and I first saw her in. She was in Honey
see
We
if
Shrunk
I actually
Ourselves.
know
She
her.
was in that movie. She was in Honey We Shrunk Ourselves.
What, Stephen?
Let me see if I've seen her in any movies. I'm
Yeah,
gonna look her up
what
real
was her
quick.
name on Smallville? Her character, Chloe.
I remember her from Honey We Shrunk Ourselves. She was in that.
And she was in some kind of movie that aired on
Smallville.
Showtime. I forget what it was called. It actually had one of the actresses.
No.
That,
I'm not
Great
familiar
name.
with her, actually. Not familiar with Alice Mack. But that's crazy.
Oh yeah, that whole story's crazy.
Maximum Overdrive 2 with Tobey Maguire. Oh god, Tobey Maguire's gonna cry that the truck's coming from. It's the Goblin truck.
Oh God, please don't let. And he redeemed himself for Spider-Man: No Way Home, but please, no.
I
love Max.
like Tobey Maguire, but can you just imagine him crying that the fucking Goblin
scene
truck
was
killed
kind
MJ?
of cringe and funny, if you know what I mean. The way he said,
Yeah,
no.
get Emilio
please,
back.
I'm
No
sorry."
Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, Bill
I'm
McGuire.
sorry, I cracked up with that.
Yeah. Everyone Tom Cruise had a rehearsal. Who's going to be his next wife? Scarlett Johansson?
Ooh.
I don't know about
Yeah,
that.
I heard those crazy stories that he marries people for the image and all that. It's fucked up shit.
Yeah, apparently I could have swore that I think Scarlett
Same thing with Katie Holmes. Katie Holmes had a crush on him. She had a poster of Top Gun on her wall, and he saw. And I bet you he saw that. He's like, get her.
Oh
Wow.
dear.
Yeah, Allison Mack played Chloe. Yeah. You microwaving something?
Not me.
Oh no, that's my notification. Sorry about that.
Oh, you
Well,
I was like,
I
sounds
do
like a
have something
microwave.
going on. I have my air fryer cooking some stuff. So, yeah.
CW head confirms Babylon 5 reboot is in active development.
I've always wanted to see Babylon 5. I've always wanted to see that in Farscape.
I haven't
They
seen
look
that
like good
movie.
shows.
I haven't seen that show in years.
Yeah, you had Bruce Bolloxter, if I'm pronouncing the name correctly.
Oh,
and-
Claudia Christian. I love
Claudia
her. Yeah, I love Claudia Christian. Have you ever seen The Hidden?
Yes, I actually have the Blu-ray of that.
She
film.
was
That's a very-
gorgeous in that. I think she's on Cameo now too.
Did you hear about the you know how like with the Sonic the Hedgehog movie they had the ugly version of Sonic that people
Oh,
didn't like?
God.
Everybody
yes.
remembers that, but thank
Oh,
God
yeah.
they listened
The
to the
original design.
fans finally.
He
for
makes
once.
a cameo. He makes a cameo in the Chippendale movie that. came
Oh
out
my
recently.
Yeah, I know about
God.
that. That's funny.
I don't care for that show. I'll stick with the original. Jeez.
So a reject design of Sonic appears in a TV show. Interesting.
Oh no, that's the
God,
movie. The
that
Chippendale movie.
design was
Oh, Chippendale.
so bad.
Who saw the Tom and Jerry movie? I haven't seen it.
I've
I
heard
didn't
how
see
bad
it.
it is.
I avoided it.
It was
Not
kind of cool. They went
legit.
back to regular animation, but still.
Right.
I've
Well,
heard how
boys,
god-awful.
I think that's going to be it for me. I'm going to go make myself some food. Maybe
Yeah,
I'll
me
come
too.
back
Yeah,
on
me
here.
right
too.
now,
Me
probably.
too.
Yeah, we've been
But
going
I
for a
think I'm
while.
good right now.
My camera's okay.
Thank you guys for having me again. Next time I'll have my webcam up, and you guys will actually see me. So that's why you're not really seeing anything right now. But no
Yeah, 'cause you
worries,
just got a new
John.
laptop, right?
Yeah, I just got a new laptop. It's pretty great. I've been replaying Max Payne 3 on it. It's awesome. Very, very good. But anyways, yeah, John, shoot me up an email. I think soon we should get that commentary going.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, we haven't picked a movie yet, so you guys can help us out with suggestions.
We'll
Yeah.
definitely do something like that for sure.
But I'll talk to you guys later. Stay safe and remember, fight the turd and don't listen to the pinkett.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, man.
Talk to you later.
All right.
I
Peace,
see.
guys.
And there were 3.
Now 3 of us now.
Yeah, I'm about to get off here in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've been going for. I didn't want to go for 5 hours, but
But Scotty, let me ask you: Are you overall thoughts? Are you looking forward to Top Gun Maverick and what are your predictions?
Oh
for it?
yes, definitely. I'm looking forward to that film for sure. I'm going to see it in IMAX.
that's cool.
Yeah, I got to see it in IMAX.
And despite Tom Cruise, I give him credit because he didn't want it to be streaming. He's against streaming. He wanted it on the big screen. I have deep respect for him for saying that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, despite his Scientology beliefs, you got to admit, Tom Cruise really gives 100% for his roles, whether it's in terms of acting or doing the stunts. You got to give Tom Cruise his props.
And he loves what he does. He likes to entertain people. He loves to entertain people. You
guys
gotta give him
remember
credit
the
for
show?
that. He doesn't take himself too seriously. He seems like a laid back guy despite the other shit going on.
Yeah, I really do hope that he, gets his mind, together and his attitude and his certain aspects about his attitude. Let's hope he doesn't have another blow up again. With what recently happened. And also, I know that apparently he gave a shout out to Dakota Fanning and maybe Ellie Fanning because he worked with Dakota on
War of the Worlds.
remake. I just hope he doesn't plan. I hope he doesn't plan on picking one of them as his next wife because that would be totally.
Oh God, please,
God.
Tom. If those rumors of him leaving Scientology are true, good for you, man. Please let that go.
Yeah, I want that to be true, and hopefully he gets to spend more time with his daughter Suri, and I guess maybe his other estranged. I don't know if they're estranged, but I know he has other sons and daughters. I think supposedly, I think they were adopted. I'm not really sure.
Mr. Carr's asking about Sequest.
I remember liking that show, and I know that Roy Schneider was in that.
I haven't. I
And then
haven't.
Mike Ironside took
I
over.
remember that show. I haven't seen it yet. I remember Mark Hamill. He guest starred on it.
Oh, really?
That's cool.
I didn't know that.
And Michael Ironside. I remember Michael Ironside guest starred on it too.
Well, I think he actually took over because I think that's because I think they kind of killed off Nathan, but I think it turns out he was alive or something. That's what I remembered. I don't know. If that was,
Roy Scheider's character. Yeah.
Yeah, but then they brought it back. I think later on, and when it was revealed that he was alive, I guess. But I had to get the series if it's even available on DVD. So,
Do you think Michael Ironside is going to appear in Cobra Kai?
I'm sorry.
Michael Ironside, do you think he's going to appear in Cobra Kai?
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised because these guys are super fans. Because Cobra Kai is like a fan film project, but made by real studios. Because they were just asking, what about Hilary Swank? He said she is a toy that we can use. We're not sure. So I wouldn't be surprised if they bring him back because they want to bring. These guys are fans. They have been loyal to this franchise for years. They watched it for years, even before they went to the Bills Coast. So they know this franchise by heart. They're fans like us. So I wouldn't be
That's kind of
surprised.
disappointing. Same, probably Tom Skerritt's not even in there either. So,
Well, Top Gun. Oh, you know that Kelly McGillis is going to come back.
for Top, are you saying she's going to make an appearance in the sequel?
No, I know. No, I don't. No, she isn't. Everybody knows but I would love to see Meg Ryan in it. I hope she has a cameo in that too.
You wonder how much like Val Kilmer is going to be in it. Like, if he's
That's what I'm wondering too.
I heard they did an AI version of his voice, like deep fake. They made an AI that studied his voice so they can make him sound like he didn't have the cancer.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it. Because I think you can tell they're taking the book from Cobra Kai and a little bit of Ghostbusters Afterlife, despite the problems with that movie. But yeah, I can definitely see it working for sure. But like I said, the only problem is where the fuck is Take My Breath Away? Lady Gaga, of all fucking people.
well, since we're kind of on that note too, I guess this will be the last question for this. Who's the bigger Scientologist nutcase, Tom Cruise or John Travolta?
They both seem average to me, but Tom Cruise, he's the most popular Scientologist, so I guess he's the craziest of them all.
Yeah.
I think John's also in denial of what he's attracted to, especially with him. Even though he was married to what's her face, Kelly Preston, and supposedly he was off and meeting with other men or something like that. I don't know if that's true, but a lot of people were saying, "Just come out, dude." So who knows? I think you can say they both have their crazy moments.
They do. But I love them both. I have respect for them both, despite all that.
Fine actors, there's no doubt about it whatsoever.
Yeah.
But do you guys think this is a good stopping point?
Oh yeah.
I think we should go another 4 minutes. Just to make it 3 hours.
We'll stretch it out for 3 hours. Okay, we got 6 minutes, so we can stretch it out.
Wasn't there another film that seemed good that was coming out maybe in June, July, and other than Top Gun?
Well, yeah, the Jurassic World. That looks good. That looks good because you could tell they're taking the book from Cobra Kai. They brought everyone back.
Yeah,
they brought everyone back.
But for the few people that are watching, we'll go for 5 more minutes. So
I'm looking forward to it. It looks great to me. They brought Jeff Goldblum in it. You can tell they're taking note from Cobra Kai and Ghostbusters Afterlife. They brought everyone back for this because they know this might be the last one. So they're going out with a bang.
Yeah, it'd be nice to go out with a bang, especially since the veteran actors like Sam Neill, Laura Dern, and Jeff Goldblum, they're getting up there. They're not going to be around forever. It just wish we could do that for Alien 5 and let that end on a bang.
I gotta say, Sam Neill, he looks great. Especially with the beard. He looks great.
Yeah, he's got to be up there. He's got to be in his mid-70s.
Yeah, and especially Laura Dern. She looks gorgeous. She still looks great.
Yeah, she looked great. She even looked pretty good in Jurassic Park 3.
Yeah, I was very happy they brought her back just for that. A lot of people thought they were married, but she was just a friend helping him out. I thought that was funny.
Now I'm wondering if they're together in this one, unless they're not together. It'd be interesting, but
yeah, we'll see. I'm looking forward to it.
So let me ask you guys, what do you think if we ever collaborate in the near future? What would you guys be interested in doing?
I would love to do a discussion on a special project, a special topic. I'm not sure yet, like a live discussion on a special movie or topic or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, a particular film or a watch party of some kind.
Exactly. Like when Cobra Kai comes out, we can do maybe like a live discussion on that after the review on that when season 5 comes out.
Yeah, because me and my brother, we were gonna do that video last night, talk about Cobra Kai season 1, and then but we've decided to postpone it to either tomorrow night or Monday night to record.
Okay.
So,
well, I'll see if I can make it. If I don't make it, I'll send you maybe some audio you can put on it if you can an audio recorder you can put on it.
I was going to say if you have a question or two, because we're going to kind of talk about the season 1, and I kind of threw in some questions. But if there's any questions you want to add that we can answer.
Oh, sure. But if you want to send me some questions you want to ask me about the show, in case I don't make it, just let me know.
Okay. Oh gosh, this question.
you know what? If you're gonna do another Independence Day, erase that for sure. Bring Will Smith back. I think that'll be better work. I think that will help his career if he does that. Doing a better sequel with Independence Day, but still, a sequel was not needed. It was still not needed.
Yeah, it was just a lame rehash.
Yeah.
I saw it in the theater, and I don't know why.
I saw it in theaters too, but I think I saw it.
No one talks about it like it never existed, and it's a good thing for a good reason. No one talks about it. People act like it never existed, and it for a good fucking reason.
Well, here's my lunch: turkey patty with some hash browns and some
Good
man
gravy too. I don't know if you can tell. Let's see, gravy. Come on. Where's the beef? Where's the beef? Where's
the beef? I remember that. Where's the beef?
Okay, let's see. I can't see. Okay, there it is. There's the beef.
There's the beef.
Or it's actually turkey patties. Actually,
I haven't ate lunch yet.
Focusing on my health.
Yeah.
Especially working at FedEx Express.
How's that?
It's all right. I'm next week's gonna be my last week because I have a possible job lined up. So yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna. Hopefully, I'm gonna not starting in June for driving school, but August because I want to keep my summer open a little bit.
Yeah,
and that's still gonna take 10 weeks.
But you make pretty good money, I believe, right?
Yeah, it depends how fast the company will find the company I work for is going to help me find another company to work for. But we'll see what happens because I don't know how I'm going to start off. But
I was going to say earlier when you're going to that Comic-Con, any chance you can ask Danielle Harris about back-to-back and stuff like that?
Yeah, I'll ask her. I mean, next week it's not even like a big convention. It's like a little small horror convention, but in July, there's a big convention coming to Raleigh, and like a lot of the Smallville cast is going to be there, like Tom Welling and Michael Rosenbaum and John Glover. A lot of other people.
Well, that's good. I'm definitely going to go try out some conventions this summer. I'm definitely going to see if I can get to go to conventions this summer for sure.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I'm ready for a convention.
Yeah, for sure.
And also, you mentioned that William Forsythe was going to be there. I have some questions about him. Ask him about Dead Man. He was pretty fun.
And ask him about Raising Arizona and Extreme Prejudice. Have you seen Extreme Prejudice? Walter Hill, good movie. Nick Nolte, a badass.
They're finally coming out with a much better Blu-ray recently.
Have you seen Raising Arizona? That's a funny movie.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that Cage didn't say that line. Why couldn't you pick the baby back in the
crib? Yeah.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
Yeah, I agree. John Glover had a great hairstyle in Smallville.
I love John Glover. Gremlins 2, man. Oh man.
He even had a small little cameo in RoboCop 2 where he was the
yes.
It was cool to see him in Shazam. I'm like, hey, there's John Glover. He hasn't been in like a big mainstream movie in a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, now we're at the 3-hour mark. So
how far we've come.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up here. But to everybody that joined in the chat, thank you. And thank you to Scotty, Wildman, and Steven for joining up.
It's always a pleasure, man. Always great to interact with some other unique individuals such as myself and like Wildman, Steven, and Matt briefly.
Yeah, and it's funny to rant about Alec Baldwin and all earlier on.
Oh,
and
man.
Kathleen Cuntity too as well.
Amber Turd,
Amber Turd, yeah. But
that bitch is done.
We'll leave that as the final word.
I hope the court's not going to be stupid enough to, grant her leniency. They better not.
And if they find her not guilty, people are going to go nuts. Just like the same shit with OJ, they're going to go nuts if they find her not guilty.
It's going to be pitchforks and torches.
Oh yeah.
But thank you guys for joining in, and to everybody out there, thank you for watching.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. See you in the stars. Have a good night.
Herd. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. And the Pinkett, too.
Yeah.
Pinkett and the turd.
Pinkett up my cum hole.
Yeah. Okay.